As you were dealing with a bunch of kobolds, Azra managed to draw the attention of the fire elemental who was just near the lava by walking into a very thick heat wave. And it approached, readying to attack. So, everybody... Well, go ahead and go ahead and everyone, including Ryloth, go ahead and give me initiative. Oops, wrong thing.
Oh, might help if I actually fucking... Oh, wait. There we go.
And if I can find that, I gotta fix Maestro still, too.
Bang! Rada's gonna roll. Bada boom. Shimmy chimichanga. Ryloth's feeling pretty comfortable, by the way, in his...
Standing at the top of a tower all by himself.
Little tower, yeah. This rickety ass shit. Just kind of crouching down.
You guys gonna roll initiative?
If you forget, you click on your character and then click the little swords and shield.
Right click your character. And then, Ben got it. Alright, so Becky's in there. Fox, you looking for yours?
Yep. Yeah.
There you go. And then in the combat tracker, you click the little die in there.
I was really
right click that fist, it'll pop it out. There you go.
I was pretty stoked at how well people were doing on this on Thursday. It seems like everyone's kind of getting the hang of it.
Yep. It's really not that tricky. At first it does take some, adaptation from getting used to, but apart from that, it's not that complicated. Actually, I'm going to put Maru. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll put Maru in with Azra.
Okay.
There you go. So on your turn, Fox will just, you can decide if he's going to do something separately.
Okay.
All right, so where we start off, there's a whoosh of flame as the fire elemental spins in place and starts rushing towards Azra. Azra turning, facing you, Westra. You see the elemental flying in her direction. What are you doing?
All right. So, well, since it's coming this way anyways, I can move. There we go. 10, 15... 20, and I'm just gonna beat the shit out of it.
All right. I'll warn you too that being near this thing, being within this area surrounding it, this aura, is going to immediately start draining your let's say physical reserves. You'll have exhaustion if you end turns inside the heat. So keep that in mind.
Inside his heat is more than 5 feet, correct?
It's the whole big orange area. It's literally the giant orange area. It's huge. Yeah. So I mean, where you didn't have much room to be able to get out of it and still be able to run into melee. So if you want to undo your move, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know that ahead of time. You do feel like, especially weighed down in heavy metal armor, that you are inside that aura for sure.
Yeah, screw it. I'll just stick with what I did.
Okay. All right. So you rush up toward him. Let me check his AC. It is 13, so you hit just barely.
Yay.
All right. And it is a magical weapon, so you did. Not a bad chunk actually. You rushing toward him, just rushing past Azra, kind of pushing her out of the way gently, enough to hopefully keep her from being enveloped by him. Bring the axe down through just this swirling tornado of fire. It splits in the middle. You don't see any physical representation of damage, but it does appear to have hurt him at least. Any bonus actions? Oh, you still have your second swing actually.
Yep.
All right, that also hits for another 10.
Alright, and then screw it, we're gonna second.
All right. You move 20 feet to get there. You still have 10 feet of movement. So go ahead. You still have a bonus action too, so.
Oh, no, second wind is my bonus action and it gives me a whole nother attack.
No, that's action surge. Second wind is a heal.
Dang it. That's, okay.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah, yes.
You meant action surge? Okay.
Yep, because I already used my second
surge
one.
Okay.
So.
All right, so action surge then, so you're going to get another 2 attacks.
Yeah. Sorry, this mouse is super slow, so.
No problem.
Whoa. Let's not blame the mouse.
Does action turn takes a bonus? No, it's special. Yeah, it doesn't take your bonus action. So you still have your bonus action and your, if you're going to attack again, 2 more attacks.
Okay.
All right, that'll also hit.
Okay, so then I have more attack and a bonus?
Correct.
Sweet.
That one's not going to.
Come on.
That one will not hit. So 3 hits out of 4 at least. All right, what a bonus action? And you still have 10 feet of movement too.
I don't think I have a bonus action. And even if I move 10 feet, I can't make it out of this circle. So I'm just going to go...
Second wind is a bonus action, yeah, but you already used that. But you did you use that last week? Is that what that was?
Yeah,
okay.
After I fell in the lava.
Oh, okay.
Good times, guys. Good times.
And lost all your toes. I was trying to decide. You didn't go unconscious, so I wasn't going to impose a disadvantage for that. I put that in the notes for on the journal for the method, the message of the day thing. That you'd lost all your toes, but I didn't want to since you didn't actually go unconscious, I wasn't going to impose disadvantage or anything for it.
Awesome. Yeah, that's it. I'm good.
All right. Then it is Ryloth's turn. Ryloth, you saw out of the corner of your eye, just because the bright flame that was standing near out of the corner of your left eye, you saw the flame moving and rushing in their direction as you see Westra running out. They're kind of blocked by the tower that is obstructing your view, but otherwise you do know that they must have begun fighting.
All right. I would like to use my action to look around and see what I see around this area. If I see any other hazards or anything else that would be scary. With my high view, do I see anything else, or would I have already seen what I could have seen?
There isn't a lot out here that so through the doorway you can see. Actually, it looks like are you able to actually? So Justin, can you see through that door inside of the tavern?
Yeah, I can see basically the ring of swarm.
Okay, the green ring. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. So inside there's no further movement except for the constant swarm that are still billowing around and occasionally flying out of it, of locusts. But apart from that, the only movement that you're seeing is the constant clouds of ash that are moving. There's a dire skink off to the left, further away, that doesn't appear to be hostile, and there's still bell ringing coming from the far west. But that's it.
Far west.
Yeah, on the other side of the dire skink.
All right, but from the. All right.
Actually, you know what? Let's see. What is?
I'll roll for perception to
range,
see if I can see it.
Yeah, go ahead. It's 140 feet away through the. Yeah. Go ahead and roll perception. Yeah, through the haze, you can just barely make out a small kobold that is on the far side over there, still ringing a bell.
All right.
The tower part of the west.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna squint my old eyes at that kobold, and I'm gonna try to see him. And since I can't actually see him on the map, is it okay if I just roll my spell to hit and you do the rest?
Yeah. Well, what is it? What are you trying to cast?
I'm gonna. Oh wait, that's right. I got some distance to deal with now.
Yeah. So if it's outside of range, then it could be if it's more than 120 feet, it'll automatically fail.
Is fair. I was gonna do this one, and it's got a range. That only has a range of 60 feet, but I can do this one too. This one also. I got a range of 120 feet.
Which one? What is it?
Chill touch.
I'll say that you can try it with disadvantage. He's going to be disadvantaged.
Am I more than 120 feet away?
It's 140 feet. Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Use a measuring tool from you. It's 140 feet even to where he is.
Oh shit. I mean, I don't have to do that. I can just run.
It's up to you.
I'll roll with disadvantage. Go ahead. Sure.
Unless it's a save spell, I think Chill Touch is an attack roll, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And again.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
So remember, just hold control when you're going to cast it.
That's right.
They both hit, so even with disadvantage, it's okay.
You can take whichever the first attack was on that. If you want.
Yeah, we'll use the damage for it anyways, but the disadvantage roll with the 17 would still hit. You can't tell, there's no you can't hear from a distance if that injured him or not, so you're not sure if it even made impact, but you at least throw out a Chill Touch in that direction. And any bonus actions, movement?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get down these steps carefully. So I'm trying to get back down to the bottom.
Okay. You can, as long as you're moving carefully, then you'll move at half speed and you'll be able to make it safely. If you're trying to rush, then you'll have to make it.
I'm slow and old.
All right. right. Then it was 20 feet up, so it'll take you 30 feet of movement. Basically, you can get most of the way down, so you're about 5 feet up on the ladder. You're still pretty injured too.
Yeah, I'm not doing great, guys.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and move you to the stairs, and then we'll just say that you're 5 feet up.
That'll be the end of my turn.
All right. Then it is Azra's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna use Frostbite on it.
Okay. You similarly feel like if you stay inside of this, like you guys were just enveloped in it now, so if you end your turn here, from here on out, then you'll be suffering levels of exhaustion for every turn you end inside of this orange area. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, like for me, it looks like the whole place is orange. That makes sense.
It kind of is. It's a big area. So
okay.
You see. Okay, so here I'll draw a line to show you what I mean.
Darker orange.
Yeah. Do you see a line? Do you see a difference between what's above and what's north of that and south of that? That is the end of the area. Same for here. It's over here. It would be here. But this tower, on the other hand, is blocking it. So you see how the other side of this tower is not that dark orange.
Okay.
So if you can put the tower between you and him, then you can stay outside of the orange.
Okay.
So was it Frostbite? Oh,
yes.
Sorry, he already cast it. All right. Let's see if he saves. He did not. He rolled a natural 2, so he is also vulnerable to it. So it will be. Let me find the right button for it.
Okay.
Double damage. There we go. All right. So for 12 damage to him. He's just hit bloodied, so he's only half of his health already from your guys' attacks on him already. So you send out a beam of cold energy at him, just over. He's quite large, much taller than Azros or Westra rather. So you just fire over her head into what you imagine must be the face of this creature. What are you doing?
I think that's about it.
No movement, no bonus action. Just gonna stand there.
I think I'm gonna.
You do not want exhaustion in this place, guys. You don't want to just stay next to this thing. I promise.
How far can I go?
You can go diagonally too. Keep that in mind. So that would have been. Hang on. That would have been 5, 10, 15. 20, that's 20 feet where you are now.
You don't understand. She's a bishop.
Wait, what?
That was a chess joke.
I'm gonna go to here, I guess.
Okay.
That's
Now
probably as far as I could go.
Yeah, so that is that's 30 feet of movement to get there. You still have a bonus action. Anything bonus action that you want to do?
No.
Okay.
Because the only bonus action I have is Misty Step at the moment, and that would be like I'm trying to save my spell slots for harder bosses.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Okay. All right. Is that it for your turn then?
Yes, that's.
And Maru's not doing anything?
No, not right now.
All right. Then the elemental's turn. The elemental is just with Westrud right in his face, steps over her, immediately enveloping her completely, which as soon as the fire form covers you, Becky, you take, it's only 1d10, so that's not that much. Take a d10 of fire damage as soon as it touches you, which is 9. Let me apply that to Westra. There we go. I'll have to do it manually here. There you go. And is then going to swing at you twice as you're kind of inside of its belly, just swirling the flames around you for 2 touch attacks. Which, there, you can see how that works. 10 damage from the first. 14, actually 14 doesn't hit, does it?
Fucking hope not.
Becky?
Oh, no, it doesn't hit, and I'm going to riposte.
Okay.
Ooh, riposte.
Go ahead.
I love reading all this stuff on here.
It's cool because it adds a lot to, the awareness, I guess, of what your team can do and stuff like that. Okay. So as it is swirling around you, just kind of bathing you in this fire, you're just swinging into this kind of flame that's surrounding you, just errantly all over the place, but managing to injure it at least some. It is then going to... You are caught on fire, too, by the way. So let me put the fire effect on you as well, actually. Oh, I actually put it twice on him. Here, I'm going to move him back just for simplicity's sake, because stacking tokens like that, there's actually a module that makes it work nicely, but it's just harder when I need to target you as well. There you go. So you are still enveloped, but he is going to make his second attack. Did you add the... That was just a Hue attack. You still have to add the superior die to the attack's damage roll. So.
Oh, right. That's a D... What is that?
I think it's a D8 for you right now, but you better check just in case.
Hang on.
At the start of each of your turns, just take another D10 of damage because you're on fire.
It doesn't say what it is.
I think they're D8s for now. Go ahead, we'll just roll a D8. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's definitely higher than a D6. He's rolling another touch attack, which also doesn't hit. So somehow he can't hit you while you're inside his belly. All right, so another 2 damage to him. There we go. Oops, I accidentally changed his token. There we go. Alright, that is it for his turn then. It is Dross's turn. You are just outside this wave of heat. You didn't... never mind, it wasn't your turn. Never mind. So you're just outside this wave of heat and can see Westra is now engulfed and on fire. What are you doing, G?
Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I don't think I'd have enough to go back, so I'm going to see if I can throw at him. But first I gotta get past everybody else so I don't hit them on accident.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
You turn sneak attack.
Have better luck this time.
Well, you turn sneak attack off. Yeah. And you do have... She's in range of it, so if it's... well, a 10 won't hit, so it doesn't matter. So if you're going to turn... If you're going to throw another one, then... which, speaking of, you had 4. You picked up the 2... Okay, you still have 4, so you just thrown 1. You have 3 left.
Okay, I was going to say, I know I had 6 and lost 2. I thought that was it.
Well, you threw 2 at the gargoyles, and they landed in the ash, but you walked over there anyway, so I imagine you would have grabbed it when you were there. Good.
Okay. And the throwing mastery toggles on and off too, just like sneak attack, right?
Yeah. And it's a -5. Yeah, you have it on right now where it says Drost is aiming very carefully. That's on. So that's a -5 to your attack roll. So keep that in mind. If it does hit, it does a lot more. But all right, well, a 20 will hit. So, and you rolled really well, actually. Let's see. That is 3d6 from the sneak attack, the d4 from there, and the +10. Yeah. All right. So 31 damage.
You guys are fucking killing it.
Except though, so that would be a huge hit. The throwing knives you have are not magical, G. Yeah. So while it would have been a huge hit, it's half damage because it's not magical. He's resistant to. So it's still 15 damage to him, which, I mean, he's not looking great, so you're doing okay. The form, this kind of massive fire tornado, is getting smaller and smaller until now it's only barely the size of Westra. Still enveloping, but is otherwise, shrinking as the heat is dissipating off of it. You're down to 2 throwing knives at the moment, and you move back out of the flames?
Yep, and I'm going to hide here as a bonus and call it good.
Okay. And we are back to Westra.
Awesome.
Having stayed in the heat, okay, that was still the initial outset, actually, when it had approached you, and I said that it started on Azra's turn. So actually, you don't have the exhaustion from the heat yet, but you will if you end your turn inside this aura.
Yeah.
But you are on fire, and at the start of your turn, you take another d10.
Okay.
Only 2.
That's not bad.
There you go. Down to 33 hit points. Swinging Hue again.
Yeah.
All right. 25. Yep, 25 hits. Okay. Just he's still surrounding you. You're just inside. Ooh, natural 1. Standing inside. Have what?
Oh no, never mind. I have.
That's
I can
re-rolling on
re-roll.
damage.
Yeah.
The savage attacker. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just swinging wildly at this flame surrounding you, causing more and more of it to kind of shape around you and dissipate around you. You cleave once through it, and then the second time, roll a percentile dice for me.
Oh man.
I haven't put in the the kind of fumble tables yet, so for what kinds of accidents can happen. All right, you're okay. You swing in a downward sweep, and the axe head just buries into the ash. You have to yank it free from the ash, but otherwise not no further injury beyond that. Any movement, bonus actions?
Let's see, how far am I? 25, 30. Well, even if I moved, I couldn't get out of it, so I guess I'll just stay here.
30 feet would be directly in front of Drost. You could make it there. It is just outside of the radius.
Is it? I thought it was still inside.
No, because
No,
the tower is.
Yeah, so the tower, it's not it's not a like you don't have to go around the tower. You can go directly under it, under that ledge, as if it was like an overhang, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, based off me climbing it, it's rickety as shit too. So.
Yeah. Yeah, careful not to run into the post of it.
Or fucking knock it over on this thing. I don't give a shit.
There we go.
Not my place.
No, right. So right down one. Go down one. Yeah. Oh, does it not let you here? I'll move you.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me move.
There you go.
All right.
I put walls around it because you can't see through the rickety parts of it, but you can run around that edge there. Okay. You're still on fire though, so you are now on fire next to the rickety ledge of this thing. And start of your next turn, you'll still be on fire until you spend an action to put it out. Right, last turn.
I wonder what everyone else is up to. I'm gonna go ahead and first use my
You did
motion.
see a flaming Westra around, so you can now see her.
5, 10, 15, 15, 20, 25. I'm actually going to go up here and try to kind of stay underneath the awning area.
Okay.
And I'm actually just going to use my action. I'm going to cast message to Yorek. I'm just going to be like, Yorek!
Oh shit, I didn't put him in the combat tracker. He would have had a turn already.
That's okay. No, don't worry about it, because he can do next. Yorek! Hey! I need some healing, my man! I'm back behind you. Come, cast out on me. I'm hurting over here.
It's 25 words, so you ran out through all of that, through all that gibberish. The response you get is kind of busy right now, and that's it.
That's my turn.
Yorick, for his turn in the last round, because I should have had him in the combat tracker and I forgot to put him in there. So for his turn in the last round, seeing Westra get enveloped, would have tried to cast heal on her and then move out of the range there. So he would have thrown out a... because he wouldn't have been able to move closer from the heat, so just a healing word. So not much, but another 7 healing for Westra at least, and then would have moved out of the flames, out to the edge here. Okay, that's it for Ryla's turn, right?
That's it. I know. I'm it. Next time I'll get some fucking healing spells on a random wizard that's gonna take 21 hours of playtime.
Azra's turn.
I'm doing frostbite again because it was effective.
Okay, you do have a level of exhaustion. It is that one there. So what is one level of exhaustion again, G? Is that disadvantage on... Oh, it's a D4 subtracted off of attack rolls and saves and checks and stuff. Okay. All right, so you're doing frostbite again? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that one, thankfully, is not a roll that you have to make. That's his roll. So no impact in that case. But you got a 22, so he did save. Does it do half damage on a save? Failed save takes
yes.
1d. Nope, failed save, or successful save, it doesn't do anything. On a failed save, target takes 1d6 whole damage. It has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll. Oh, so it would have had disadvantage when it was attacking Becky anyways, but it missed both of those swings, so it didn't matter. But it doesn't do anything if it's a successful save.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he did succeed.
Alright, I'm gonna move back.
Okay. Any bonus actions, or are you just getting out of the heat?
Just getting out of the heat.
Okay. The square that you're in now is the last one that still has heat. but you can move between Yorick and Drost. That one still has heat. You could go south of Yorick. There you go. Okay. That's only 15 feet, so if you want to go further, you can.
Oh, no, I'm good here.
Okay. Is that it for your turn, then?
Yep.
All right. Then it is... Mara not doing anything?
No.
Okay. Then the Elemental, in a roaring whoosh, is going to immediately run through the... Because it's a creature that... objects, as long as there's a crack 1 inch, it can make it through it. And as you guys have seen since seeing Yorick through, seeing Ryloth through the towers, you can see that the fire moves through the cracks in the tower, immediately surrounding all of you here, and is going to make a touch attack against. Actually, it's going to envelop Drost and Azra. As it moves through, so the both of you will take a d10 of fire damage immediately as soon as he approaches, enveloping each of you for 3 damage to you both. There you go, and then is going to make a touch attack against each of you.
All on uncanny dodge, if I can.
How does Pop hit uncanny dodge for me, G? You're gonna do what?
So I'm going to use Sentinel attack.
Okay.
Because he's within melee range and attacking somebody other than me.
All right. So the first attack against Drost is a 20, which would hit. What is your...
It seems pretty basic. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you, so it doesn't specify what kind of attack.
Oh, no, it's a melee attack.
That's word for word. So,
yeah. All right, so he rolled 8, which would be 4 then, so we'll apply half to you. And that was the initial attack, so that would trigger your riposte, or your sentinel, Becky. Okay. Half damage to Drost.
Oh, man. Oh.
Well, it still hits. His AC is only 13, so another 7 damage to him. Okay. And is that spending your reaction to do that?
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Okay. All right, and then we'll make a touch attack against Azra as well. For 23, I imagine that hits.
Yeah, is that a spell or just like touch?
It's a melee attack.
Okay, yes. My AC is 12.
Okay. Then he rolled minimum on both of you guys. He rolled like really shitty on his damage, but -6 for Azra. Both of you are on fire as well. Whoops, wrong filter. There you go. At the start of your next turn, you'll each take 1d10 fire damage, which is now. So Drost takes the d10 of fire damage now, which for 9, as you are just inundated and surrounded by this creature, you can spend your action to put the fire out, but otherwise you'll keep burning at the start of every turn. And you are also inside the range of this aura, so if you stay here, then you're going to get the exhaustion levels as well. So what are you doing, G?
Okay. All right.
Well, you see 3 of your party are on fire and enveloped by this shrinking but still alive elemental.
That doesn't look great, guys. We're just here for a piece of paper.
Yeah. Okay. Well, since I'm already here, see if I can finish him off first and then back away. So I'm going to hit him with my knife. Sneak attack was already on, I believe, right?
For the 3d6 on there, yeah.
Okay.
19 will hit. So you rolled minimum for the Drin knife itself. But wait, is it a 19 and a 20 or is it just a 20?
I think it's just I'll have to double check, but I think it's just a crit. I'll go look, but
yeah,
I think
it is. I just checked. So if you click the thing in the chat, it'll expand it. You can see exactly what it does. But a 19 will hit, so 14 damage to him. He's got. All right, so I want to show you guys just because this is amusing to me. In the combat tracker there, he's got 1 hit point left.
Nice.
Oh, god damn it. Ben still has another attack, though, so hopefully this
there it is.
I shouldn't have showed you that.
You give away too much.
Alright,
Are we doing?
Hopefully this one works too.
Well, that'll definitely hit. The creature having just flown through this tower and enveloping you in fire, you just stab into the flames and then slash again. The flames begin to dissipate. The heat falters around you. You and Azra and Westra are still on fire, but the elemental is dead.
As soon as he's dead, I'm putting myself out.
Same.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So you spend
I'll dance for a minute and then I'll put myself out.
Okay. Spending a moment to try to
You guys have
hide
any
yourself
water?
down, knocking flames off.
Maybe you should douse that thing. Is it still like on fire, or is it just like poofed out of existence?
The flames were getting smaller and smaller as it was taking damage, and the flames seem to have dissipated except for what is still surrounding them. So, them still being on fire.
Okay, so the people. So
Yeah.
the characters. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
All right, so you each spend your turn, the next 6 seconds putting yourselves out so that you're no longer on fire, at least. We're no longer in initiative order then, so...
Yorak! Yorak, you son of a bitch! What is happening?
The young one, she caught the attention of one of those creatures and just caught them all on fire. Just hold tight for a second, and he starts putting his hands out, trying to do a mass cure wounds, trying to heal you all. You guys are
How
gonna
much more
burn through
healing
this
power do you have, Yorak? Out of curiosity.
Just stand closely. Come quickly.
Is this close enough?
Yeah, it's a huge area. It's 30 feet. So. 15 healing to all of you.
Yay.
Yay.
Almost back up to full health.
I'll play it for you.
Oh, okay.
So what is Yorick anyway? A cleric or something?
Yeah, he's a cleric.
Okay.
Listen, Yorak. We crossed a bridge of fire. We almost lost our feet. We killed some of these little guys on these towers. More of them inside. What? How far in? I'm sorry, I don't want to be a dick about this, but it seems like this might not actually exist. Is
What
there
might not
anything you're
actually
going
exist?
for? Does anyone else getting the feeling like this is just a runaround?
I gave you my word, old man. It's here. At least it was the last time I left, anyway.
Inside check, please.
What?
Might help if I clicked on my character.
Hang on, I gotta find it on my end too. There it is. Jeez. You pretty confident that he's telling the truth?
Ah, all right. I
It's
believe you.
here. At least it was here when I left. That's as much as I know. I'm taking
Probably
you to
in
it.
a pile of cobalt shit at this point.
He shrugs. It could be.
All right, well, we got about 8 minutes until the fucking room clears out. But I'm gonna go take a peek. I'm guessing it's in here, right? It's up in this building?
Those bugs. That's your doing.
Yeah, they're nasty little critters, aren't they?
They don't eat paper, do they?
They pay. I don't think so. I think they just eat creatures. I've never seen them eat a bunch of paper.
Well, yeah, it's up there. So, do we need to wait until they're gone?
Do these
Just go in?
stairs? Do these stairs look normal? Like, are these the same stairs that you left? Or they're gonna blow us out into lava or explode?
Look, my men, if they were good enough at a trade to earn business doing that, they probably wouldn't have worked for me. So, we weren't carpenters. We built the best we could. They'll hold if you're careful.
Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm gonna very carefully, while checking for traps and booby traps that these little fuckers set up on here, I'm gonna slowly walk up the stairs.
Okay.
Just walking up these fucking stairs. No one even knows if fucking shit gonna fall out from under me. I'm whispering all of this into the ear that I hold around my neck, by the way.
Okay.
the human ear. Yeah.
Give me
I don't even know.
give me an investigation check.
Okay. It's really sad how long it takes me to find them, even though they're not even shortened anymore. I don't know why.
That's what's funny, since I had to roll one too. I won't tell you which one I had to roll, but I had to roll one on my side, and it took me forever. It's
just funny.
They're all alphabetical too.
So
Anyway.
do I see anything weird when I start getting up
No.
here?
Oh, you made it up the stairs. The stairs are rickety, sure, but as long as you just watch where your feet are going, then you don't slip between them. And now you're up on the stone now. Anyways, it seems pretty secure up there.
And there's no windows on this side.
No, doesn't appear to be windows at all. There's a door there, and that's it.
All right, guys, just be careful. I'm going to ready. These things don't seem to like cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and ready my frostbite spell up to 60 feet.
Okay.
Anything else, Mark? Come up here.
So I'm stuck in the tower, but I'm going up the stairs.
Oh, here, let me move you. Sorry. There you go. Yorick is still at the base of the stairs. How are those bugs going to be gone soon? I'm just not a big fan of little creepy crawlies.
Yeah, based off where it's still got 5 minutes. I'm just gonna peek in here and see what's in there, and then I'll drop that spell if it doesn't seem like we need it. Okay?
I don't think you can drop it. You casted it from a staff. It's not a concentration you have up. Yeah, I think you definitely.
All right, well, I'm not gonna drop it. We're just gonna take a look around. I'm going to.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna stay back. Not just if you guys want to just hold off, I'll go first if you want. I don't mind. I don't want to choke on one of them things.
Just stay there. Just stay there. I guess. Jesus Christ.
Right,
the fact that you were able to overpower me back in that cart is very frustrating to me. All right. So I'm just gonna open this door and peek through. Are you guys ready in case, I don't know, a giant swirling ball of fire just rushes at us or something? I'm gonna open the door.
Yep. Give me a dex save.
Ah, fuck! That's not gonna do it!
You open the door, and the moment that you swing it open, you have to step a little bit forward because the door opens from the other side. It's hinged right where you are. So the moment that you crack the door, a face full of swarming locusts just pelt you square in the face, in the eyes, in the ears, in the mouth. You eat probably 2, maybe 3 of them in surprise because they pelt you in the forehead. Your mouth opens in surprise, and a couple of them you choke them down. They don't injure you, but you are just beaten in the face with a swarm of these things trying to get out of the doorway that you've just opened.
Okay, I forgot you can't really see through this either. I don't think. I think it's like
see through what?
I think the terrain is also not visible through. So, yeah.
Partially obscured, I think is yeah.
Okay, well, looks like we might be waiting for a few minutes, guys.
You just leaving the door open so they can swarm out?
I mean, it's not going to hurt anything.
No, that's fine. All right, then we'll say that
there's a few too many bugs, guys.
Yorick runs back down the stairs, and you see him kind of pulling his cloak up over his face. Like he's just his eyes are visible, like kind of wraps it around so that his mouth and his the rest of his head are covered. Just let me know when they're gone.
Yeah. Okay.
For the sake of brevity, we'll say that you guys wait it out and that the cloud dissipates relatively quickly, especially now that you've given them an egress that they can get out a little easier through, both on that side there. The cloud of locusts swarm out the rest of the way and then begin kind of disappearing in the distance. That freed up enough you can actually see into the room now. So what are you guys doing?
Well, after Westra catches her breath from laughing at Yorick, because apparently he's terrified of bugs, we'll go inside the door.
Allegedly.
Okay. This room then, peeking through the doorway there, are you actually going in or are you just looking in?
I'm gonna look in.
You just close the door.
No, whoops, my bad.
Okay. Looking in though, through the doorway there, it looks like a bar. There is a surprisingly tall ceiling for what appears to be a kobold dwelling. Now that at least the furniture and everything is very kobold sized, but the roof is like human sized. So the roof is probably 7 feet up. The serving bar itself, that's on the far side there, stands no more than 1.5 feet high, and the tables are even shorter than that. There are splintered wood planks everywhere in all directions here, as well as 3 kobold bodies that are almost laying on top of each other just on the other side of that table, which that table is only a foot off the floor, so you can see straight over the table to the 3 bodies that are laying there that are just covered in welts, like big welts, like they've just been stung by probably all those locusts. The bodies are not moving, though. So the splintered wood planks, though, in all directions that look like they're probably the remains of chairs and tables that were maybe human-sized, and then that bar in the distance there that is basically, it looks like the kobolds, when they took this place over, smashed all the furniture that was here before and then made kobold-sized stuff.
Alright, I will step inside.
Okay.
Nothing explodes or attacks me?
No. There's some barrels in the on the far side there that have the Red Claw logo on them. But that's it.
Alright, I'm going this way because I see a door over here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go listen at it. See if I hear anything on the other side.
Sure. What is Drost and Azra doing?
Yorick, the bugs are gone!
I'm slowly gonna go up and in and look around.
Okay.
Me too.
York is going to make his way up the stairs as well. Then, still, he's cautiously holding his cloak over his face, making his way up the stairs and then into the tavern area. There is that deck is right across from you, by the way. That is you. Did you guys chill touch the guys to kill them?
No, I
Or ice
casted.
knife?
No, I casted my snowball storm.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so there's still 3 corpses of kobolds on that deck over there as well as the 3 in there. York steps over the table and into the room here. Let's see. Then listening at that door, then Westra. Hang on, let me check which one that is. That is over here. Yeah. Give me a perception check.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna stay right outside the door, just looking in.
Okay.
Right, there's nothing over here, guys. I'm gonna open the door.
Cool. Sounds like a very safe and thought-out plan.
York shouts at you, "Close it! Close it!
What?
Close it!"
Whoop.
You did hear scurrying when you opened the door.
Hey, Yorick, is it in here? Can you just find the piece of paper
Yes,
so we
it's
can leave?
in. I don't know. What do you guys? Just relax. Just give me a minute here.
Don't touch anything. We don't need to touch. It's gonna explode. There's gonna be some sort of weird shit.
He looks over at Azra. Miss, do you mind waiting over on the other side over there?
Why?
Just look. I've
You guys
kept my word for all of you.
You're gonna step on a trap. I swear to God.
Look, I'm clearly a man of my word. I've kept every word that I've given to you all. Just trust me in this. Let me get the journal for you, and then we can get out of here.
What's behind this door that you don't want us to see?
More of those things.
Who cares? Just keep it closed.
I thought one of the whole points of coming here was to get rid of these things.
Why? Just let them have their volcano. This place fucking sucks.
I don't feel like hanging at the end of a rope. I would rather get rid of them and hopefully get, the City Watch back in our
All right, well, we've got like 9 bodies. Let's just cut their ears off and bring them to the town and they're dead from the volcano. We can burn this fucking place down later.
What's with you in here?
The kobolds aren't the threat here. They're not the ones making this stuff.
Then what is?
The big one. Just let me grab this. We can get the old man out of here. If he doesn't want to stay, he's welcome to leave. We can deal with our the rest of us ourselves if we so choose. All right.
All right.
What are you doing, G?
I am just it's a door. Is that a door in front of me?
It is.
All right. I'm just kind of sitting back behind that barrel, just in case something happens to come walking through.
He looks at you.
Planning to do. Unless is that where he's going?
Well, no. He's standing at the bar. So at the tiny kobold bar, He looks at you. He says, "Do you mind just over there, please?"
All right,
Look,
fine.
it's trapped. I just don't want the trap to injure any of you.
I really like the decor.
Make it quick, then.
By the way, very feng shui. I was thinking about
Lots of
scattering
bones
some
and
bones
happy
around my
apples.
house.
Yeah. All right. Then you see him from off to the side a little bit. Basically, you see him lift a hand underneath this stone slab, and there must be something underneath there. He's reaching a hand beneath it, like there must be a clasp or something there, and then lifts a chunk of it away, like just a big chunk of stone that these kobolds were using for a tabletop. And then he reaches into a space between where there was these multiple stone slabs, and he lifts one off basically, and reaches in between where they were, and you see him pull out a big cloth, like scaled cloth, red scaled cloth, and he pulls it out. You see him open it up and looks through, and then kind of scurries a little bit, kind of moves it off to one side, and he's like looking through this, and he's digging into what look like pockets. He stops and turns around. They must have taken it. It's not here.
Motherfucker. All right, well.
Do you know where they would have taken it?
Probably to the safe in the back.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna be able to get it. I don't know what to tell you.
Let's do it. Let's get it.
They paid me to copy it down, and I didn't feel right, so I didn't give it to the guy. Otherwise, we could go get it from him, but something just seemed wrong. It looked wrong, and I didn't trust him, so I didn't give it to him. Otherwise, we'd be able to get it from him, but I don't know. Yolkree must have it.
The what?
He says Yolkree must have it.
I don't like cream in my coffee. I'm sorry. Who? What are we talking? What is this?
Who's Okri?
Who's old cream?
Yolkree is the progenitor. He's the one that made all of these little scaly bastards.
What? I mean, there's 5 of us, and I mean, there's only
We
maybe...
could have a dozen of us, and it wouldn't matter. He's a dragon. He's not as easy to take down as these little guys.
So why did he want the journal?
I don't know that he did. I don't know why he would have left these things though. And he takes the red cloth that he was digging through the pockets of. He's pulled it out and kind of is holding it out now, and it's a robe. It's like a long red robe that is covered in red dragon scales. And in his other hand, he's holding a wand. These were more valuable than that note to us. I didn't realize the note really had any significance at all, except that to the old man here. The melted man wanted to buy it. I didn't want to sell it to him because he just gave me the creep. Something seemed wrong about it. So, but I don't know why Yolkree would want it.
Well, it's a pretty powerful item, but the item's not actually here.
Yeah, it's just a note.
Yeah.
Well, we have to get that note if I want to get paid. So.
I mean, I can tell you about what it said. I mean, if that helps.
Was it just? It should be some sort of instructions. Kind of like to open an item. I didn't read it before you texted me. Do you know what it said?
What was that, Becky?
Is it porn?
Was Ben's text message alert.
What does it say? What is? Hey sugar, you know what to do, or something like that.
It says, "Hey sugar, call me and you can touch my booty."
Oh,
I just found this on one of the free ringtone things.
He says, "Look, I don't remember word for word, but I remember the basic gist of it. Do you want me to? I can just tell you that.
Well, might as well. It can't hurt."
It said something like, and he kind of stops and he looks over. Like, do you want me to say it in front of them? Do you want me to whisper it to you?
That's fine.
He kind of shrugs. He says, it said something like that you should have died first, you old prick. that he'll see you on the other side, and the code word is Jellyfingers. And he called himself the better mage.
Yeah, well, it does sound like him. He was always a sweetheart. Did you say Jellyfingers?
It said Jellyfingers.
No, the old nickname. Yeah, when I was young, we used to eat donuts, and my favorite were jelly-filled donuts, and I'd always eat them and get jelly all over my fingers, and we would laugh and laugh. Then we'd have sex.
That's a little too much information, old man.
Sorry.
Gotta put that jelly to good use.
When we were young, me and him were just we'd always have so much fun going to the beach and getting our fingers covered in jelly. It was great. Jelly fingers. Okay. I mean, if there was nothing else, nothing about maybe ingredients or anything.
There were symbols on there and everything too, but I don't know. I can't read that stuff. I don't know that it would make much difference. It's just that's what it said. I mean, I remember that for the basics of it at least. But we can find, I don't know, if we can find some way of getting Yolkri out of here or dealing with him somehow, then we can check. I mean, if it's in the safe, getting into it would be tough too. But I'm willing to try. I got you this far. I'm at least willing to put the effort in.
I mean, we could
these could be of use too. I mean, Yolkri won't be happy with these anyways. I don't know why he would have left them for his little his brood, the kobolds, to hold on to. But these belong to Talvar, one of my mystics in the gang. He's dead now, but they're still pretty handy.
Sure. What do they do?
Well, the robe here, it's resistant to fire, which in a place like this you could imagine being useful. And, if you can hold on, if you can wear this stuff, you'll feel pretty comfortable in all this heat, no matter how hot it gets, at least up to a certain range, anyways. Make you feel more healthy, a little stronger there, and you can pretty much withstand any direct flame and be perfectly fine. Oh, and you can also walk on lava with it.
That would have been helpful about fucking 10 minutes ago.
I see the irony now. In this one, and he kind of shakes the wand.
You should have brought your friend over here. He seems like he knows what is going on.
Oh, he's dead. He's long dead.
Oh, okay. Well,
they killed him when they took this place.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Like, I'm not really good at getting up close and personal. If one of you guys would be able to use those robes better.
It's only one robe, right?
Yep.
What does the other thing do? What does your little magical stick do? Oh, yeah.
Oh, so Talvar he's pretty famous for always being drunk, and it doesn't really do anything unless you're drunk. That's kind of how he made it. But if you are, you can use it to impart some particularly useful magical effects. Really helped out the group that he was such an alcoholic. I mean, it led to his death and all, but...
Particularly useful. Would you mind expanding on the phrase particularly useful? Like, does it summon an army of ducks, or...?
It'll make one person feel real strong and brave for a while. That's the spell Heroism. It'll heal minor diseases and poisons. That's lesser restoration. And it can also cast thaumaturgy anytime. Oh. But you have to be drunk for it to work.
Ooh, I mean, that's pretty neat. I mean, anyone here feel like getting drunk? I don't know.
Just for simplicity's sake, I'll throw these in Discord so you guys can see them.
Cool.
I have the items on here too, but then you guys can decide what you want to do with them there.
Let's see. Ooh, that is neat.
I mean, somebody definitely will be wanting to wear this at least.
Yeah. So one of you guys, maybe Yorick should stay back to heal us if there's any problems. But I'm more of a ranged kind of guy. Pew pew pew.
So you're saying you want me to stand in the back with you? You're gonna have to do something about that breath if I'm gonna be near you.
You don't have to be fucking right here, man. It's not my fault. I have halitosis. I'm old.
Anybody have certs? Remember certs, right? Anybody got any certs?
Do you remember
you could give this guy?
Certs still a thing? I ate a Mentos 3 years ago. I'm fine.
What was that, G?
I said, yeah, and the shirts have pocket lint on them. Because they get those little rolls that were just paper, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah,
I
they
can
always
use this.
did. Yeah, the paper rolls would always like dissolve in a pocket.
Yeah, I can use this wand and try to help out too. We'll be like your backup. We go in the battle, we'll just back you up the way we can.
Do you guys need to know what heroism does?
I would like to, yes.
Alright. Oh, I did not import it. Well, that's good to know. Somehow, I think that's a paladin spell, if I remember right. It's probably clerics as well at higher level, but I didn't import it in this one. I have it on the.
With a touch spell, so it's got a range of touch.
Well, but with the wand, though, it's still like it doesn't have to touch with the wand. But
temporary hit points equal.
Else, yeah.
Okay, temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting modifier. Not bad.
At the start, but you get that back at the start of your turn. So you're immune to being frightened, which against a dragon is important because they're frightening aura. And temporary hit points equal your spellcasting modifier at the start of each of its turns. So you get new temp HPs back at the start of your turns.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. It also can heal you with lesser restoration, and you can make clicking noises with thaumaturgy.
That's good for distractions and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, a loud burp from the far side of the room. That's what Talvar usually used it for anyway. Making his burps real loud.
Alright, so who wants? I mean, I'm a bit magic. I can use the wand. I don't have any natural healing abilities the way Yorick does. Those spells, I can use that for the restoration.
Well, so lesser restoration doesn't actually heal hit points. It heals diseases and poisons and things like that. Yeah.
Never mind. This is just poisons and things. Who's the best? Who's gonna get up close and personal to this fucking dragon thing? Is it like an actual dragon?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Is it like a full-grown dragon? All right. I say we don't actually fucking kill the dragon. Let's just well, now we gotta find the fucking paperwork. Oh my god.
Well, if we end up having to fight it, I will probably get up close and personal because I've only got like 2 charges left of this magic wand, and that's my only range.
Well, take the cloak. Give it to her.
You're also prone to catching fire, it seems. You've done that a couple times already. We've only been here an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think she'd be best to have it if she's fighting it, because I'm ranged, so...
Yeah, who'd have thought? Just go into a volcano and catch on fire.
Alright, he steps down and walks over and hands it to you. Just take good care of it. Talvar was a good friend.
I will do my best to make sure nothing happens to it.
I think there's at least one more in there, if we can get that far.
One more what?
No, there are these. He gestures at the rope.
All right, well, let's see if we can get another one, dude. Why don't you go first? Westra, you got that neat robe now. Which way are we going? Are we going up here to past the bar, or are we going through this other little skittery door? We heard those little fucking things.
Well,
Who's
this
taking the
thing
wand?
requires attunement, so we need to take a short rest.
Okay. Before we do that, and I'm just going to start trying to move some stuff carefully, checking for traps.
Okay.
I'm gonna start moving things in front of the doors open in or out on this place.
The one you're standing in front of opens in. So does the one
In?
to your right. Yeah.
Okay.
In fact,
so then
they
I am-
all open in, as far as you can tell.
So then I am going to start stacking things in front of the doors before we take this rest, and trying to move barrels and things so at minimum it's going to be hard to get past. I already closed the doors to the front, and if we're taking a rest, are there any openable windows to the front area? Any way
There
to
are no
look out?
windows at all. There's no windows at all. Yeah.
Okay. And then if we're taking a rest, I'm going to do it over, like, kind of in this far corner, crouched
Alright.
together.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Then
check out
you-
this door.
Check out the what?
The door over here.
Okay.
I want to check it out.
Give me an investigation check. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you roll it. There's a dial on this side of the door, like a you can't tell what it would be for. There's like a mechanism that is attached to the doorknob that looks like it's intended for the other. So basically, you can see the back of like a wheel that is attached to the doorknob that would turn if someone rotated the doorknob from the other side.
Okay, I'm gonna ask, hey Yurik, what's this door?
It's a door. Oh, that thing? He looks at the wheel. That wasn't there when we built this place. I would step away carefully, miss. That's probably not something we want to tinker with. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and step over here. The old man's breath is better than whatever might come out of that thing.
Wait, what happened? What's going on over there? What are you doing?
There's something weird on the door.
The door in the northwest.
Like on it?
Yeah, well, on the other side of it-ish.
There's the back side of a wheel that looks like it will rotate when the doorknob rotates. And it doesn't look like anything on this side. It looks like it's intended for someone on the other side, but it looks like it's probably trapped.
Let's see.
Oh, while you're
gonna-
at it, if you want, there's some coins in that hovel up there still too. You guys are welcome to them. My men aren't going to use them.
I am just gonna move close enough to that door. Hey, everyone, stand back. I'm gonna open it up with Mage Hand real quick. I'm gonna magically open this door up. Stand back. How far? Where am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You can still turn yourself hold down shift and hit
I know.
arrow key will turn you.
But I was resting my head on my other arm. All right. Keep an eye on the doors in case something comes open or whatever.
Okay.
If you want to ready something, just in case. I don't know.
Nope,
So-
I'm just holding up my shield.
I'm going to bring my hands up and I'm going to use Mage Hand to slowly open the door. Just start cracking it open.
Okay. You rotate the doorknob. There's a clicking sound, the sound of something hitting the dirt on the other side. And the moment that you begin to push the door open, oh, that was supposed to have the token. The moment that the door swings open slightly, a swarm of centipedes comes barreling through the space between this tiny crack that you've left in the door, beginning to fill the room. Yorick flips out, runs back towards the other door that you've kind of barricaded, and jumps up on the barrels that you've put in front of the door. Stands up on the barrels as the swarm of centipedes.
Can you describe the size of this swarm of centipedes?
Regular sized centipedes, just
What's the
probably. There's probably a few hundred of them.
Okay. I'm going to use Mage Hand to just start picking up like things off of the counters and just start batting, like throwing them, like dropping stuff on all these centipedes.
Okay.
Like plates and dishes and shit.
Okay. I would go ahead and change the token, but you're going to mush them all before it matters, probably.
Just over and over, just literally just dropping stuff with Mage Hand on them, like a stool and crap. Can they pick up? I can't remember Mage Hand. I think it's
With Mage Hand, you can pick up
pounds.
anything that's under 10 pounds. Yeah.
10 pounds? Yeah, like a small cobalt-sized stool and just dropping it on them and stuff like
Okay.
that.
Go ahead and roll a d4.
I am jumping on this table and throwing cups at them.
Both of you roll a d4. What'd you?
I'm gonna throw some plates at it, but I'm not gonna jump up there like on the Tom and Jerry cartoon and pull my dress up. So
All right. So both of you roll the d4. It has 22 hit points. So as you guys are throwing as much as you can at this thing, we'll just say that over the span of you guys, they're not particularly harmful.
Is there any liquid in this room? Like, are there like jugs of
those
like
barrels? Those barrels
Yeah.
are clearly full of Red Claw.
but there anything that's open to the air, not like sealed, like jars
There's
full of.
mugs. Yeah, there's mugs on the table, things like that.
Can I use my cantrip of shape water to just bring it all out and just swarm this entire thing of bugs and just kind of hold them up in the air?
Okay.
So now they're just Can I do that?
You can drown enough of them that, I mean, there wasn't that much. It was really only intended for whoever opens the door on the other side, the wheel that Azra saw, and you can tell this now, the wheel that Azra saw on the back of the door would have rotated and it would have spilled them out either on their feet or on their hands from where they held the doorknob. So the person who opened the doorknob would have been covered in these things all at once, and they would have been bitten immediately and so on. But from they weren't particularly threatening beyond that. It was like a simple trap.
Man, Yorak, for not being scared of bugs, this is like a terrible place for you to have lived.
We didn't live here. This is just a temporary base for us to kind of set things up out here, and believe me, I hated it every day. It's a reason we didn't fight so hard to try to keep it. We just, as soon as Yolkri and his brood showed up, we got out of here pretty quick, especially once he started killing the men.
Yeah, I mean,
thanks for dealing with those things, though. I'd rather kill a dozen kobolds than have to deal with those little bastards. You find them in the walls here sometimes, and they'll fall out of the ceilings when you're walking around, and you kind of shivers in place.
Do one of you guys want to go see what's on the other side of that door so we can rest a little easier?
Yeah, I'll go look. Sure.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Looking through the doorway there. Well, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
I'm gonna keep an eye on this front doors and the side door to the east.
Okay.
Yay!
You finally rolled well. Peeking around the corner there, it has a pretty steep downward slope right around that bend. So basically, as far as you can see, it begins to slope downwards pretty steeply. And there are some wood planks that are jutted into this kind of muddy ash floor. Not muddy, but
soft.
Think of it soaked. Yeah, soft. There you go. Soft wood or soft dirt and ash. Are you sending Maru through to go investigate?
Yeah, he's gonna go investigate for me.
Okay. All right.
Brilliant.
Then, so from up there, and can you actually see? You should be able to use it to see. Can you see like what he sees?
Yeah, kind.
Well, I mean in Foundry. I know mechanically.
Oh yeah, mechanically no, but in Foundry yes. When I move him, if I click on him, I can see wherever.
Yeah, exactly. So all right. So stop right there. Don't move him any further there. Right there, right where he was, the ceiling goes way down. It's down to like between 2.5 and 4 feet. Whereas above the kind of area that he's in right now, it is regular cavern height. Like there's plenty that's between 10 and 20 feet at different places. But where he was about to fly into, it drops down in a sharp angle down to about 10 feet. Or about 4 feet rather. And is he flapping like low so that he can see?
Yeah.
Okay, so peeking in there, it looks like it's a storage area with a very low ceiling, and since he'd have to be flapping above the ground, he'd be able to see that there's something sticky, maybe tar-like, that is stuck to the ceiling in that little area. So it's a very claustrophobic, very short ceiling, and there's stuff that's like peppered to the ceiling all the way across.
Okay, he's gonna go up this way a bit.
Okay. So he has to fly really low. Go ahead and give me.
He can walk too.
Don't move him.
So you know.
Yeah, don't move him that far. But I'm going to pull him back a little bit. Don't move him up so far there. But from that area for where he can see at least, there is a table that is thrown over. And he's not invisible, actually. Yeah, he can't go invisible like Loki can. Loki's improved familiar from Pact of the Chain. This is just a regular familiar. Flapping around in this low ceiling, is he just on the floor and walking then, or is he trying to flap?
Well, if it's too low, if there's stuff up there, he'd just be walking around.
Alright, so he'd have to be walking really slow then. Hang on.
I don't know if bats have another option.
As far as walking fast versus slow?
Yeah, I think they walk like penguins. Like they have one speed, which is not terribly quick. But the good news is, I think I'm kind of just taking a little rest. So not a lot going on here. I'm just keeping my eyes on the doors, relaxing, trying to sit on a crate.
Give me a perception check for Maru.
How do I do that?
And give me a dex check. If you double click him, it'll bring up his character sheet, and then you can just run it from there. Or if you click him, and then you'll have the HUD in the top left.
There we go. Okay.
God, this fucking app
Which
is so
check
rad.
was it? Sorry.
A dex check and a perception check.
Be right back, guys.
All right.
And perception would be which one? 'Cause he
So go to
have
skills.
perception.
Well, if you click on him and then go to skills.
He has attributes and biography.
Yeah. So when you click on him, though, you see the HUD in the top left of the inventory features skills. Say not the character sheet, but just the HUD, the little bar that appears in the top left.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can run a skill check from there, and it'll automatically apply.
And it was investigation?
Perception.
Perception, sorry.
Okay. There's something scurrying in the boxes and everything off to the left there. There's something scurrying amongst those, something small, maybe a rodent, which is drawing a bat's attention. But as he approaches this north end here, there's a table that is flipped over, so the table side facing out. And as soon as he gets close, there's a scurrying sound from behind and draconic squeals, and 3 little kobolds that are on the far side there. 2 of them pop up immediately and jab at him with spears, trying to... well, I'll just have to use a dagger. I didn't have a spear on there for him. With a 22, which will hit Maru, because he doesn't have that many hit points. So 6 damage to Maru, and then the other one, also going to jab him. Does he have an AC of 11? AC is 12. So the second one misses. One of them, so 2 of them pop up at the same time. One jabs him with a spear and yanks it back. Maru is jabbed, pretty severely from it. 6 damage out of 10. He's got 10 hit points. Oh shit! No, he doesn't. He only has 1 hit point.
Wait, why did it say 10 then?
He's got 1d4 minus 1. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Maru poofs. So as he's reporting this back to you, you're seeing through his vision. He gets stabbed through with a spear, and he's gone.
I'll come back with them now. Well, there's cobalt somewhere in there, and some kind of storage room, and 2 pathways.
There's just we can just go kill him now, I guess. Are we supposed to just go kill these kobolds? Is that what you found?
If we want to, I guess.
Well, let's take a break.
Taking your short rest.
Yeah.
Why don't we block all the doors, move things in front of them, take all of our clothes off for the heat. For the heat.
Westra, did you put the robe on?
Yeah, so I'm gonna attune to that, and then can I attune to that and do my Bastion of Deeds at the same time?
Yeah, I'd say that you can. I'd say the attunement process isn't necessarily a focusing, and the Bastion, you can talk to it without, it doesn't take the entire short rest. It's something you do during a short rest, but basically you can do both. I'd say that you can do both during a short rest.
Awesome. So I'm gonna lie my ass off and tell him about all these grand dragons that I fought.
All right. Let me hit the shield for me so that I can look at how it's worded again.
Hang on.
So we get the right roll here. Are you guys closing that door?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna barricade it for now.
All right. Then you put a couple of the red claw barrels in front of it. They are pretty heavy, so you have to kind of wheel them, corner to corner a little bit until they're off on the side. All right. Let's see.
This is short.
Roll of DC 14 persuasion. If it's true, you're going to lie, so it'll be deception.
Uh-huh.
All right, so let's go ahead and give me a 14 deception check.
That's good, because I'm better at deception than persuasion.
All right.
Oh,
Not
come
with that.
on!
You sit down. The rest of you see this. Drost, you're already familiar with this. Azra, you've probably heard. Like she generally tries to do this by herself. So you may have seen some of this before. Yorick is quite puzzled in watching this because all of you see Westra sitting in the corner talking to her shield. She's pulled her shield off and is holding it in front of herself. It's this big round shield that has a bunch of has carved depictions of battles on the front with different creatures and so on. Very intricate carvings over the surface of it. But she starts talking to the shield, and what do you say?
So I'm going to tell you a story about this huge fire dragon that we fought, and I'm just going to embellish about what I think this fight would be if we went into it, and about how, you know, all of my friends helped me bring it down, and then at the last second, the last hit that I took, I just, you know, soared in the air and just brought my axe down right on top of its neck and just chopped the head right off.
You see, and anyone that's at an angle enough to be able to see it, you see a face appear in the shape of the shield, and it's squinting at you suspiciously, and then the mouth opens, and you guys hear it echoing through this room here. You lie, and then the face disappears.
Oh man. Okay, so I can only do this once per short rest, or can I do it?
You can try it once per short rest. Yeah.
All right.
And if you remember, if you fail 3, then it'll wipe all of it. So the carvings would disappear.
Yeah, I don't remember what I had this set to before.
You put... Was it zombies? It was something that was in Wave Echo.
I think it was the Beholder?
I don't remember a Beholder. Oh, you mean Korozixi?
Yeah, because at first we knew that there was one in there, but we didn't know if it was friendly or not, so I think I had set it to him.
Maybe. Okay.
Or maybe it was a zombie. I don't remember.
That's only been a couple years now, so... but you've made your attempt, though, at least for the moment, and he does not appear to be convinced.
Alright. Well, that was bad.
But you do manage to attune yourself to the robe, which it's a very voluminous robe. It's meant to be worn over armor, so there's plenty of room and everything. I forgot to make the items for that. Okay, I'll have to make the item and then put it in there for you. But just remember, in the meantime, with attunement of it, you have the stats that I put in there. So you have your Constitution raises by 2 to a maximum of 22.
Who took the wand again?
I asked you guys, nobody answered. So
No one did.
I'll take the wand. No, I'm confused. I'll take the wand before the short break. I actually thought someone else grabbed it.
Okay.
No, because I already have a wand, so it'd be useless, and I'd have to be drunk to use it. Downside. So.
I'll take it.
For Ryloth, that's an upside. I've edited your con now for Westeros. That's done. Advantage on con saving throws. Let me see if I can put that in there for you. You already have that, actually. Oh no, advantage on it. So it's not just proficiency, but remember you'll have advantage on con saves. I'll put that in there when I add the item for you. And then withstand temperatures up to 130 degrees without any additional protection, and you're comfortable within that range as well. Did you specifically see how the lava walking works? You can't just stand on it, but you can walk across it. Yeah, as long as you're moving, then it's okay. Yeah, all right. So all that's set then. Just remember that you'll have the fire resistance as well. All right. Then as far as the wand is concerned, Ryloth, you're not drunk currently. Are you going to remedy that?
Do I see anything that's not Red Claw?
All of the mugs around in the room, go ahead and give me an investigation check. Yeah, you guys can, apply your short rests and roll hit dice if you need to.
I did. And I think I also get my other feature back. Let me see if it auto did it. My arcane recovery. Oh yeah,
You didn't apply. I don't see the short rest applied.
I just put it on. I just clicked it.
You rolled a hit dice. You didn't apply the short rest.
Oh, it didn't apply it?
No. So how you do that? So bring up your character sheet,
right, then I will...
and then you click the S rest. There you go. You just did it. Yeah, and Dross did it as well. And Westra did it. So you click where it shows hit dice. You click S rest in the bottom left.
Got it. My bad. Oop.
Oh, good. Fox, you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm just looking for it. I'm not finding the
top center where it shows hit dice. So to the right of your hit points on your character sheet. Right now it says hit dice 6 out of 6.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then you click the S rest on the left side.
Do you have to roll the dice for that?
Nope. If you don't want to, you don't need to.
Because it says D6, 6 of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not rolling, I'm just hitting rest. Okay.
Yeah, well, you would click that dice if you wanted to roll them, but you don't need to. You can just click rest.
Gotcha. Okay, there we go.
Out of curiosity, what, Justin?
So we woke up, and then we came here, What time-ish is it?
It was 8:30 when we started this session. It has now been so it's about 10 p.m. now.
Okay.
Between 9:30 and 10 p.m. or so.
Got it.
Okay. All right. Short rest finished. Then you guys still heard some occasional scurrying in the quiet moments when when Wester was not talking to her shield off to the east. But that's about it. Apart from that, you weren't hearing other noises. Now, you obviously the bells that were ringing and everything. They for sure there was, like anything that's in here would have known that you guys are here or that somebody was. So you don't necessarily expect that you'd be, sneak or able to sneak in through this. But the scurrying to the east is the only thing you've heard. Nobody seems to have tried to come to the tavern itself.
Hey, Yorak. Is there, besides these doors, are these the only places that lead to this big bad guy that you're talking about, or is there some other way to get to it?
Well, there's 3-4 different tunnels to get back there to where he is. They all go through the distillery. I mean, there's, through the different rooms of the distillery, and then out to his chamber.
Is there a safer way out of all these options? Which one do you think?
I don't know anymore. I mean, really, it depends on what these little bastards have done to the place. Mm-hmm. Where they've put all their traps. I don't know.
Do you know which one has least lava?
None of them have lava until you get into his chamber.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, at least then. I mean, unless they've dug some pits or something, I don't know. But at least as it was, I mean, that was only 2-3 months ago. Then the way back there wasn't any lava to be concerned with until you get out to the actual cracks where his chamber is.
All right. What if I get drunk? What negative impacts will I have?
D4 subtracted disadvantage even on perception checks and dex saves.
Okay. And I don't even remember if I rolled a fucking investigation. I don't remember if I rolled one. Do I find anything besides Red Claw?
In checking every single what's the word I'm looking for?
Cask.
Mug in here?
Oh.
Well, the casks are all Red Claw, and the mugs appear to all be Red Claw as well.
Bottles?
Yor turns and looks at you. He says, "If you're going to use Talvar's wand, you'll need this anyways." And he reaches into a pocket and he flings you just a little steel flask.
All right.
It's the good stuff.
I'm gonna get drunk, okay, guys? So I'm gonna go ahead and before I get drunk though, I would like to open up this front door area carefully. Mm-hmm. In fact, I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna use Mage Hand to open up this front door area and see what's out there.
The door opens in, and you have barrels in front of it.
Oh well, I'm gonna move the barrels.
Okay. All right. Then you move the barrels out of the way, open the door. You're looking out into the somewhat empty, except for the clouds of ash, courtyard.
Do I see anything new or hear anything new coming out from this direction?
No. Nothing stands out.
Well, guys, I don't see anything else coming from out here. So we can go through these side doors? Or are the other tunnels back through this way, through the big area, or are they all through these doors?
Yor turns to you. He says, we can either go out through either of these doors. It's they're almost certainly going to be trapped. There's tunnels around on either side. We could go those ways. Instead of coming up here, we can go back down the stairs and go to the left or go to the right. There's tunnels there that'll lead back. They all kind of connect at the same place, so it really is up to you. It's just a matter of where these little scale skins have set up their traps at.
Anyone have a preference?
No, but I'm following Yorick wherever he goes because he knows where he's going.
Well, I say we go more south.
Back to the bridge? Or you want to go around and take one of the tunnels?
Let's go south out of here and then take one of these other tunnels.
He kind of shrugs. All right.
Let's do it, guys.
He steps over the table, walks out the front.
We've already killed most of the things out here, and maybe they won't think we'll backtrack.
Sure.
Okay.
Why not?
Would this short rest have gotten rid of some of the exhaustion, or do I have to wait for a long rest?
Takes a long rest. I was trying to warn you guys that being in that heat was not good, because a long rest, I mean, you guys, if you need to take one, by all means, just remember that you guys are in heat right now, too, so you'd need something to deal with the temperature. Wester's the only one that would not be affected by the long, by a long rest in this heat.
All right. So which way, Yorick?
Well, is Drost coming? The sneaky one?
Yep.
Is that the giant hamster?
So the map is a hamster, but it's dumb. The art of the map has a bunch of these little furry creatures in here. You don't have furry creatures living in a volcano because they catch fire. So where are you going, G?
I didn't even know which way they went.
Well,
Which way did they go?
Yeah, you're gonna walk into, because I saw him. He was going off to the east, that door to the east that you guys heard scurrying through. He was about to open that door and headed out the south, back down the same way.
So, and all the doors inside there are still barricaded except for that front door that we opened, I think.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, we left them barricaded.
Okay. Then up this way. Oh, so anyways, there's a bunch of art on here that I didn't like. I just didn't want to replace all the art.
Sure.
But instead of the giant hamsters,
I
there are
fucking
giant
like
lizards.
the giant hamster. I think it's neat.
It's
so,
a cool
so we're
idea,
supposed to
it's not
think
a
they're actually
volcano.
it's actually a giant lizard then.
Giant lizards, skinks, specifically skinks.
All right. Hey,
So anyway,
think
they're
we can
up
ride
way.
that thing?
I mean, maybe. They're mostly docile. They're not really.
I'm drunk now.
anything.
Is there anything gonna catch on fire up here? Is there more fire things? Hey, skink!
Don't get eaten.
Hey, and I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pet it and see if I get a reaction out of this giant lizard hamster.
It's harnessed to that wagon, and there's barrels in the wagon. That
I'm
you
gonna
can see the red
scratch it behind where the holes are on a skink by where it would be ears, just kind of petting with the scales and see if I get a positive reaction. But I'm gonna
Give me
stay
an animal handling check.
that far away.
Hopefully out of bite range.
Hi, you're a good big lizard. Good job, lizard.
It kind of turns its head to the side a little bit, so you know how an animal, if you're scratching it, but it wants you to scratch in a different spot, it'll turn its head or whatever to try to get you to scratch the spot that it wants, like behind the ears or whatever. It kind of turns its head to the side a little bit, trying to get you to scratch almost beneath the jaw. But it seems to be reacting positively as far as you can tell.
I'm just gonna go ahead and scratch it right underneath its chin. Does it look like it could be in any way a combat creature if we took it with us?
Probably not.
Okay.
You don't
I'm
get
going
that
to-
impression. It's more of a beast of burden is the
Okay.
it'd be below your passive.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna unharness it and I'll be like, guys, I think we just found the leader of our party to start walking through these caves. He'll just go in front of us, and then they'll have no idea what happens.
You know what's funny is I actually grabbed the creature for this, and then I didn't bother him. I was going to import it. It's like, they won't bother using this thing. And then of course,
So what I'm gonna do though is I'd like to take the connections to the wagon on it and keep the harness if I can. So we have something like a rope or something to kind of help guide it a little bit.
So it still has then the what would be essentially a bridle, the bar in its mouth. So you still basically have a means of directing it, but it's occasionally just flicking the air with its tongue, and otherwise looks docile. It's just kind of following along where you pull the lead to.
All right, let's go. Now we can go. We're gonna have a good time, guys. Okay.
Somehow
Now
everything is going to end badly.
No, he's gonna go out in front, and then they'll think it's just a nice lizard, and then they're not gonna attack us.
For simplicity's sake, because I don't have another one ready at the moment, I'll just use stats for a horse.
Sure.
For you moving that along. Oh, did I move that off? There you go. So you are leading this skink along. Yorick looking at you kind of puzzled. I don't know what you intend to do with that thing, but I guess it couldn't hurt for it to come along. What are you thinking?
Well, we'll just if we get into a tunnel or something, we'll just keep the lizard in front of us, and if there's a trap set up, you know,
Jeez.
I don't want to say it out loud in case
In case it understands old
Mr.
man.
Lizard over here hears us talking. But you know, wink, wink.
All right. I mean, this whole place is full of tunnels, so that's not a bad idea.
All right. So where's it?
Now-
Where's it?
Well, I mean, where we can go, it's kind of up to you. But we've got this tunnel here, and he kind of gestures up to the west there. That leads up to a spot that goes real low. We'd have to crawl on the ground to get through. You know, could be a dangerous spot for an ambush, or over there. And he kind of backs out this way, points off to the east there. It's a lot wider out there. That's where the pens are for the rest of those things. He's referring to the skinks. So there's a bunch. You know, if they're still here, there's more over there. But up to you guys. I mean, that's wider over there, and that leads to the distillery.
Let's go to the skinks, and then we'll release all the skinks, and we'll have a herd of skinks, and they'll just run right through, and some might get shot with arrows, but then we'll know where the things are. It'll be not you, and I'm still using mage hand to scratch him under the chin to keep him satiated. Let's go that way, guys. Come on.
Alright.
I tried to.
We're going off to the right then.
Yeah. Keep an eye out for exploding traps and exploding skinks. I trust this skink. This skink's cool.
I'm gonna follow behind Yorick since he knows where he's going.
Well, I'll go more in the lead, keeping the big skink ahead of us.
Okay.
In fact, I'll try to. Oh, hey, look at him.
Well, he doesn't. He won't move on his own. Like you're gonna have to tell him where to go.
Yeah.
He's not. It's not like you can point and tell him where to go unless you're gonna ride him or something.
I'm gonna use mage hand to hold the bridles, and I'm just gonna keep pulling him ahead of me like.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So mage hand's just pulling him, keeping him ahead of me, and then we're going. Which way? Here, I'll go slow. And keep an eye out for traps.
I have him set to follow you. He's he's bigger than you, so he's just moving with you right now.
Do I see any of the big fire guys in anywhere?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because you're drunk.
Oh yeah. Alright, so if I click that, roll twice. Oh yeah, no.
Everything's bright out here. It's too bright, in fact.
It's hot.
You should have brought your sunglasses.
Oh my god. Alright. Is this the tunnel, Yorick? Is this a tunnel up here?
Yeah, up here.
Alright, where am I going? Straight to the east?
Yeah, I mean, there's the stairs, around this way. Up to you.
Well, I mean, the stairs. Which one leads to the brewery place?
They lead to the same place. They both go to the same room. I'm cautious.
Alright, skink. These are called stairs. You gotta skink up the stairs. Scares to stink. Skink up the stairs.
Skink is not a
Skink up
verb.
the stairs, guys. And I'm gonna use mage hand to kind of get him to start moving up these stairs.
Okay.
So,
All right. So okay. Well, let me just separate you. I'll pull you down.
Okay.
And then for him moving. Let's see. He's a bit he's probably almost too wide, but pulling on the bridle, he kind of hesitates at the bottom, and then you keep pulling the bridle enough to get him to move up the stairs a little, and he begins to step up it, and his tail can't really wag between it anymore, move left and right because it's just kind of tight to get up there. But he gets up about halfway up the steps. Oops, did I grab you again? There we go. He gets about halfway up the steps, and there's a crunching sound, and the wood planks that are in the ash separate, and you see him fall halfway through. Hang on, let me turn off the follow.
Ah!
There you go.
Scared skink.
And he plummets between some of them. His body's too long to fall all the way in, but there's a shriek of pain. And he kind of begins to stand himself back up, and then the planks that are under his feet collapse again, and he falls back down again. and takes some.
The mage hand is still trying to pull him forward, by the way.
Even though he's being jabbed at.
I just keep going up the stairs.
Give me another animal handling with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Remember, hold control for disadvantage. He he is just shrieking now and pulling away, and he scrambles up the side of the on the wall a little bit, and jumps his way up and past, ignoring your mage hand, and just runs his way further up.
Well, there's a hole there that wasn't there before, but we could have stepped in it. Do I hear anything weird coming from around the corner?
Give me a perception check.
With disadvantage.
Yeah.
Bloop. Loop.
Natural 20. No, in fact, actually, you hear what sounds like more skinks up that way. Other than that, it's pretty quiet through that. So you're that little there's like a little gap right behind you, and then those stairs where they broke. But coming from through that,
the gap is too small to get.
Yeah, you can't fit through. You can see through it, but you can't walk through it.
We going up these stairs? There was a hole, but the hole's down. I mean, we know it's there.
Over here.
Oh, that's not in the right spot. Oh, fine.
Right up here. Let's go this way. I mean, it's no surprise that they trapped those. Those stairs were fine before. I've walked on them myself plenty of times. But...
You're an attractive man, Yorick.
Oh, you're drunk, old man.
Okay.
We're getting done.
I'll follow along, but you're gonna have to move me. I'm taking the dogs out.
Okay.
Who's still here? Is Fox here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Ben's here.
Just slowly following along. Although I should turn a light on. I'll be right back.
Lights. Ugh.
Yes, lights.
This room here, though, coming around to the east side over here.
Do I see my skink?
You see a trail of blood that leads up around the corner there, and you guess he must have gone into a pen up there. There's a pen on the other side of a wagon.
Let's let them all out, guys. Let's save the skinks.
This chamber smells pretty awful. The smell, of the skink is just a lot stronger in here. He says this is where they keep them. They've always been around here, but I think they corral them and use them for whatever beasts of burden they need for pulling wagons and stuff.
I'm gonna. Don't worry, I'm gonna use frostbite if any of them try to come out and attack your pretty face, Yorick. I'm gonna use this, protect you.
Okay.
And who's there?
Give me a dex save with disadvantage because you're drunk.
All right.
Uh, 13. No. We got two 13s. Did you? Oh, you didn't roll it. Okay, all right. You rolled it the way that you were supposed to. As you are walking into this area here, a flash of movement catches your eye, and a bolt from a crossbow flings in your direction. Only one damage. It grazes your shoulder and then hits into the rock behind you.
Use my reaction, my frostbite reaction.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, fuck! You trying to shoot me? I'm gonna teach you to do that. What did I just hit? I feel like I just not clicked the right thing. Oh, no? I have no idea what I just did. Alright, so we're gonna roll.
I don't see the. Yeah. Well, he still has to. It's a save, anyways.
Oh, it's a save. That's what it is. Oh, he did save.
He did save, so he'll have.
He still
damage.
takes half
it's
damage.
0. Wait, frostbite is.
So he takes half damage because I have potent cantrip.
Oh, because you're. That's right. Okay. All right, then half of that is 2 damage to him.
There's a guy right behind the cart.
Yorick shouts from behind you. That's Angkor. It's one of his lieutenants, and he rushes past you, trying to kind of get in the way. To go ahead and give me your initiative.
Okay. Darn, I should have used it to give Yorick the little thing. That's okay.
Becky, are you back? Need me to roll for you? Okay.
No.
All right, go
What
ahead.
am I doing?
Rolling initiative.
Okay.
You
What
guys
is
came around a corner there, and was that Becky or Fox?
What is potent cantrip? Is that a feature or something? Or
Yeah.
a
So
feat?
he's the subclass that he chose was, I think it's War Mage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's a feature from his
Ooh.
class. Natural 20 in initiative, nice. Means that on his cantrips, even if they otherwise don't do anything, then they still do half damage on a failed save.
Oh, nice.
Let's
That
see,
would
Rost
be
is in
useful.
there. Ben, you would have been up a little bit further with everybody, right? Unless you were trying to hold back.
Go a couple of steps, but not too far. So yeah, I would have been a little bit closer.
Okay,
So,
all right. Then I'll put you up to there.
okay.
And Becky, I only moved you up to this kind of around this edge here. So if you want to move yourself in a little, wherever you would have been, go ahead.
I would have been behind Yorick, wherever he was.
Okay, so he was up a little bit further, so I'll move you to there and Ross behind you, so about there.
Okay.
That's when Yorick ran around. Yorick saw this guy. He tells you that that's Angkor. That's one of Yolkri's lieutenants, and then rushes past Rayloth.
Okay. And I just realized that I should have made my deception check because I should have proficiency, but it only gave me a +1. My deception check.
Deception. You do have proficiency here. It shows it is proficient. Is your
Yeah.
charisma minus though? Oh, because it's not charisma. That's what it is. No, deception's still charisma based. So your charisma, yeah. So it's no. That's still correct. Your charisma is -2,
Oh shit!
and then
Never mind.
your proficiency means like because your charisma is so awful, that plus your proficiency ends up being a total of +1. So
Yeah.
it's still would have failed.
Didn't realize that was the -2 down there. Okay.
Yeah, your charisma is only 7. It's pretty damn awful. Right.
Never mind.
Then you heard basically there was a clang of a crossbow bolt that hits the wall over by Azra, and there's a small shout from Ryloth having been stung by it, and then Yorick shouts that's one of his lieutenants and then rushes past. What are you doing?
All right. Well, I guess I'm rushing that way. So.
You just barely see a red dragonkin foot around the corner, holding a crossbow.
30. Do I have a relatively clear shot from here?
You've got a clear shot except for Yorick, so he'll have a half cover because of Yorick. So -5 on the attack roll.
Well, it's not really gonna matter, so I'm just going to use the Wand of Magic Missiles.
Okay. Your last wait, is it you have 2 charges left on it?
I have 4 charges left. I'm using 2.
Okay. So no risk of it breaking yet then.
No.
So
And
D4
that's,
+1. Wait, a
D4
single
plus-
charge. It's 7 charges and each charge is 1 missile. Yeah, so D4 +1 twice.
All right. So
When did you use it last? Because it gets 1d6 +1 back at dawn. Did you
I
use it during the day?
it on the bridge.
Okay. Yeah, that was earlier today then.
Off of those guys. So there's
Right.
that. And
All right. So 4 and 3. So 7 damage to him. Okay. Rushing around the corner, he's still holding a heavy crossbow up that he had just fired in Ryloth's direction. You throw Hugh over your back and pull out the wand and send out 2 in his direction that do impact. Doesn't appear to have hurt him very badly. Is that if your turn?
yeah, that's it.
Okay. Then it is Ross' turn.
Okay.
We'll assume that you did pick up your knives from the fire elemental too.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, now that table that he's standing next to, is that at waist height?
That's
for
a
him, or
wagon.
is that...
No, that's a wagon.
Oh, it's a wagon.
And,
Okay.
yeah, he's obstructed right there.
Okay.
And there's barrel. You can see there's barrels in it too. Those are full of red claw. So
This is quite the operation.
Okay, no, he must be the guy making it. All right, I'm going to dash then.
okay, as a bonus action.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Am I inside the rock, or am I like kind of next to it?
You're fine. No, you've got enough space there. That's okay.
All right, and then I'm going to. Did I just face the wrong one?
There you go.
There we go. Let's see if I can throw it that.
So you throw it backwards.
Yeah, see if I can throw it behind me. So,
Yeah.
good luck with that. It'll be like double disadvantage.
Trick shot.
Yeah, Kobe.
Oh, that'll hit. Well, that was with sneak attack on there too. Did you? Why would you have sneak attack in this moment? There's nothing.
Oh
near
no, I would. Yeah. So,
All right, so just
Start
be a
rolling
regular
this.
throw.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just take the d6. The d6 was a 6 anyways. All right, so d6 plus 4 is a total of 10 damage because the modifier was added to the other d6s. So it'll just be 10 damage for one knife. Are you throwing again?
Yeah.
Okay, so turn off sneak attack.
Damn. Should be off now.
And remember, you still have sharpshooter. Actually, you did not have sharpshooter on, so that would be
Okay.
plus 10 damage if it does hit. But you need to just remember to turn off and on. There you go. All right, so now. Wait a minute.
It was already on.
It was. I didn't see the -5 though. So I mean, it's still.
I don't know. I'll just leave that one as a regular attack then.
All right. Well, that
Is
second
that
one
one?
will miss
Okay.
anyways. Yeah. So that was a natural one. Go sailing over his head. There is a squeal from behind. Another shriek.
Not my steak.
You hit the skink that has just been licking its wounds in the corner.
Oh, my steak is okay.
That's definitely dead by now. After falling through the pit, landing on the spikes, which were nails that were underneath those boards, and then a errant knife that sinks in the back of its neck. That skink is dead.
I'm a lizard killer.
All right, that was action, bonus action, and movement. You all done then?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, and it is Ryloth's turn.
After seeing the knife just hit this guy, does it look like that did much, or that seemed pretty weak and ineffective against him?
No, it's sunk into his like just above the thigh. Okay, Ace Ventura again.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about from Thursday. It's sunk into his thigh, and he's still holding the crossbow, but the tip of it dips down when he looks down to see this knife in his thigh. It does appear to have injured him.
Okay. I am going to. I'm gonna look at him and it's like, hey, what did the dragons say to the knight in armor? I like a canned lunch. And then I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on him, or attempt to cast hideous laughter.
Oh, okay. Now, a canned lunch. All right, I didn't even get it. It took me a minute to figure out what the hell you were talking about. All right, DC 16. He got an 8, so he does not succeed. Hideous laughter.
So he's done. Hey guys, so he's gonna be incapacitated until the end of his next turn. He might be able to break free, but until then he's incapacitated. Maybe we should tie him up.
And each time he takes damage.
Is he gonna be worth anything to alive to this dragon? Yorik, should we tie him up real quick?
They're his brood. They're all his brood. They're the kids. They're his children. But he doesn't care about them. I mean,
all right. Well then, we've got some time to murder him, I suppose.
So trading him for the notes wouldn't work?
I doubt it. Yolkri is shrewd. He's clever, but he wants them alive to defend him. I don't think he cares about them staying alive beyond that.
Okay.
How does this work, old man? Is this like, can we approach him?
Well, he's not going to do anything. He's going to get out of it here possibly pretty quick, but we got a little bit of time. He's just laughing on the ground, so he can't resist. but he will get out of it eventually. It's only going to last
All right.
like a minute max.
All right. Bonus actions or movement?
Yeah, he is actually going to move a little further. No, I'm just gonna go over here. So he's gonna. Is there? I'm assuming that's a skink over to the right.
Yep. Actually, you can ignore that one, but to the north of you, that pen,
Oh, yeah.
there are skinks in there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'd like to. Actually, no. He's been getting in the way too many times. He's gonna move back a little bit, just a smidge,
All right.
and that's gonna be it. Yeah.
All right. Now he gets to make his save again. Not with that. Got a 10. Oh, hang on. I had York targeted, but even still, it was
Wouldn't have mattered with a 6.
It was a D6, yeah, or a 6 rather. So even with this modifier, it wouldn't have been enough. All right.
Yeah, I imagine lizards aren't like super charismatic.
It's the stats are for
wisdom save.
Dragonborn, but yeah, the wisdom save for the NPC of this creature is not very high, or wisdom modifier rather. All right, it is Azra's turn. The creature is still leaned over. It's dropped the crossbow at its feet and is still kind of slapping its knee around the knife that is jabbed into its thigh.
Come up on this side.
Okay.
Oh, if you attack him, I think it's gonna drop. I could be wrong.
He gets to make it every time he gets hit. So
Every time you attack, it might break him out of it. So if there's something else you need to do, just a heads up.
Gonna break out of it eventually, though, right?
You have 54 seconds left, maybe. If he doesn't break, because he'll break out, he'll have a chance every 6 seconds. And then anytime he takes damage. What are you doing?
I'm going to use Cloud of Daggers on it because it won't hit him until he starts the turn, enters it for the first time or starts the turn there.
Okay, where are you going to put it?
Pretty much right in front of them, like...
Click Cloud of Daggers so I can see it. Because if you put it on him, unless it does damage immediately, then it wouldn't trigger until he moved or starts his turn there. But either one would be good. So click the dice and then just don't expend the spell slot. And let's see. Oh, all right. So, yeah, so it when it enters the spell's area for the first time, which actually would be now. Okay, so never mind. In that case, it will fire now if you're going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the attack roll for? I don't think it needs an attack roll because it's just automatic.
Yeah, it should be automatic.
And it triggers, yeah. So, okay. Well, you finish the incantation for it, and the surrounding aura of arcane knives begin to stab and slice at him, doing 11 damage. He'll get to try to make his save again. Natural 20. So he is out of it, but he is still damaged from the from the knife stabbing at him. I think I'll find that's where you want to get. There it is. Okay. And then we still can't move till his turn anyways. Any bonus actions or movement?
I'm gonna move backwards a bit. I put it to put the template down for like to where I wanted it, but the template didn't show up.
I can put one on there. It's just a 5-foot square, and well, it disappears as soon as it goes off anyway, right?
No, it's concentration, so it stays up around him until concentration comes off.
Yep, it is. Okay, for a minute even. When it enters spells or starts its turn there. Okay, so when his turn comes back up, it'll actually be on him again still. That's cool.
Yes.
All right, then there you go. I just put a square around it to show it.
Okay, thank you.
I may not have an animation thing for Cloud of Daggers.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. All right, that is your turn.
Yeah.
All right, then it is York's turn. York is going to run at him and swing it.
Do they also fall prone? They might be prone too.
Let's see.
Yeah, he falls prone, so he's prone.
Okay.
So he's laying on the ground.
Cool. All right. Well, in that case, York will have advantage on the attack too.
Yeah, he
Yorick
will.
rushing at him,
You sexy bastard, Yorick, go get him!
just brings his scimitar down, trying to stab him in the back with him on the ground. That will hit, only doing 5 damage, but it's still hitting him. And is going to swing his second time. Shouting, this is for Talvar. 14, does 14 hit? No. Hang on. AC. No, that definitely doesn't hit. All right. That is it for Yorick's turn. It is Westra's turn.
Hang on, I'm cleaning up a dog mess.
All right.
If you want to roll for me, I'm just gonna move up and attack him.
Let's see if you can make it. Is it? There we go. And then let go. No, how do? I don't remember how to do that. I'll have to check. Yeah, you can make it there. 25. All right. Then you. Oh, natural 1. That's 2 natural 1s with Hugh today.
Hugh? No, Hugh. You, Hugh.
Maybe Becky doesn't want me to roll this for her anymore. You got a natural 1 with the swing and rolled too low in the bad range of the attack. The axe, as you go rushing up to the corner there, you slam your shoulder into the side of the wagon, Westra, and lose a step for just a moment and slip forward, scratching yourself in the ankle with Hugh, which was 8 damage that you'll be taking yourself. You still have your second attack, so do you want me to go ahead and swing that, Becky?
Yeah, go ahead and do it.
For 21, which does hit. So riding yourself, standing back up, you bring it in a kind of an upward slash at the dragonborn creature, doing 7 damage. That it for your turn then? You're just going to stay there? No bonus actions or anything?
No, I'll just stay there.
Okay. Then it is Ross' turn.
Okay.
You can jump up on the wagon.
Okay. It won't let me move up there. But that's not
Here, I'll move you. Okay. There you go.
Okay, and then I still can't move it. I was just going to move 1 to the left. That way I can be next to him and see if I can stab him.
Sure. There you go.
There we go.
So standing on the side of the wagon, foot up on the wall, and trying to stab down at him. Natural 1 again.
That's my second one.
Yeah, both of you guys have gotten 2 natural 1s now. Give me a percentile die roll, D.
The fact that I'm paying you guys for this is just absurd. The good news is, if you don't actually hit him, I don't think it counts for him to try to roll a save. So
he's already out.
He already rolled one. He already got out.
Yeah, you got a natural 20.
Oh, he's out. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Missed that.
But he's still prone until his turn. So you tried to bring the knife down to stab him, but just like when you guys were fighting the bandits in the basement of the Hyacinth, and you miss and ended up just jabbing it into the wall of the wagon that you're standing on, beneath your feet. No damage. You're gonna make your second attack.
If he was prone, would that have had advantage?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Yes, it would, but he'd also be too low for you to be able to reach because you're standing on top of a wagon.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about that. There's enough space that you could have jumped down behind him.
Well, I can't say that I would have done that because that's not fair, because I was just standing on the wagon.
I'm gonna say that though you would have seen it. I probably just didn't describe it very well. That you're standing on the edge of this wagon.
Oh well, then if he was on the ground and I noticed that, I would have jumped down. But
right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, go ahead and make one more. We'll call this your attack here for. But go ahead and make your second attack or second roll, which would be if you were not disadvantaged. Okay. All right. Well, that'll hit. Then you, seeing Yorick and Westra are blocking the way to get to him, you leap up the side of the wagon and then tiptoe over the barrels and then jumping around behind him, bring the knives down as you're falling into his, just while he's still laying prone, into his back for 19 damage, I think. He's barely still alive. You still have your second attack.
Okay.
Would
He's
Wester have had
bleeding.
advantage so I wouldn't take damage? If I didn't roll a 1?
This is going to try to attack.
God damn it! Why do you jerks have to ruin all my fun?
Yeah, no.
With 7.
It's always more fun when they're prone. That's what I always say.
Yeah, that's what you think, old man. You freak.
Yeah, you guys need to remember that try to remember it in the moment, because I don't have all the automation stuff that I'm used to with Fantasy Grounds. I need to remember it too. Just try to help me, in the moment when those things come up. I probably should have put a marker on him. There actually are modules to do all of the automation type stuff. I just didn't have them all set up yet. We'll find a kind of a happy medium for this in Fantasy Grounds. The downward stab as you're falling down, kind of knees landing into the ash as you bring the Drin knife down into him, and then yank it free, and then just stab down a second time. The blood just pouring out from this creature, still laying prone, face down in the ash, is no longer moving.
Sweet.
Loot the body.
I'm going to rifle his pockets real big.
Okay.
Does he
give me
have
an
like
investigate.
a nice red cloak that looks like it could keep you cool?
He does not.
Oh, what a bummer.
He's got what looks like a pretty expensive looking heavy crossbow, the one that he had shot at Ryloth with. He's wearing plate armor. It is scales of plate. It looks heavy and not necessarily very efficient. Certainly, a proper craftsman could make it better. But apart from that, he's just got kind of just standard odds and ends.
All right. Ask if Wester wants the crossbow. Say, hey, check this out. I don't know if it's something you want, but go ahead if you want it.
It's a bit unwieldy. She already has a crossbow. But
Okay. All right, then.
Does it look better than the crossbow I have?
it is a heavy crossbow, and the one you have, I think, is either a light or a hand crossbow. It basically requires two hands to use. It does more damage, but it's not like it wouldn't be easy to carry, especially not with a shield and your axe and shatter spike, all the other stuff you're carrying.
Maybe Azra wants it.
Sure, why not? Also, noticing I'm dead, I would have undone. I'm not sure how to take off the concentration effect.
I'll take it for you. That's all for you.
Thank you. And yeah, I could try out the crossbow for a bit.
Okay. You taking the crossbow from them. You're picking it up and realizing how heavy this thing is. It would be quite difficult for you to fire. You could do it. You're not proficient with it, so you'd have you won't be able to add your proficiency to it, and you'll, I think, have disadvantage. I think.
Okay, maybe not then. I'll pass it to Yorick.
You're fine with a light crossbow, like you're proficient with light crossbows, which I think you already have. Oh, maybe not. I thought you did.
No,
okay,
I
but you are
don't. I
proficient.
have
You
a
are
dagger and a staff.
proficient. Okay.
We gotta free the skinks!
The one's already dead. Don't gotta worry about that.
Hurry up!
I mean, if you want to let them out, go ahead.
Yeah,
They're-
I'm gonna let out all the skinks. And I'm gonna try to herd them forward. I'm gonna try to herd them forward. Ah, go! Ah! Forward into the chamber that we're heading into.
Okay. This is the eastern. Let me pull that up.
Oh!
You open the pen door, and the skinks, apparently scared by this fight that just occurred next to them and the smell of blood, bowl through the door. The moment you undo the latch, they push through it, knocking you backwards. You stumble back, still drunk, knocking your ass. The skinks stomp all over you as they're rushing their way out. You will take.
I'm helping you. Let me help
You'll
you.
take 7 bludgeoning damage of them stomping on you as they rush past.
I got it from here. I gotta adjust
Oh,
that.
okay. All right, go ahead.
Why won't you let me love you?
As the skinks go running southward and out of the way.
God, this is a big map too.
Yeah. There is definite, now that there's kind of quiet, there is noise coming from the north there.
Did any of the skinks run north?
No, they all ran
Aw.
south. They ran straight out of the door and kept going.
I hope you live an okay life.
Well, are we ready to move on then?
Yeah, let's Go.
All right, just go real slow, because that was Angkor, but there's 3 or 4 more of his brood still here, last I knew, and they're tough. So just keep in mind. There's probably more traps too.
Farts.
You can step over. Yeah, there's plenty of room to step over. Everybody following Yorick? You're having Yorick go first?
Yeah, he knows where he's going.
I don't want to bunch up. I feel like I'll get hit with something. Trust me.
So you guys then stepping into this chamber here. There we go. There is a very large. You don't see anything moving, at least initially, but there's a very large. Like there's this big kind of really tall cave room here. There's just this huge distillery tank right in the middle, and there's barrels that are bearing the Red Claw logo everywhere.
I'm gonna
clearly,
duck behind this barrel.
Okay.
Just gotta duck right down.
Give me a stealth check.
Doo-ba-doo.
Is that a table right next to me?
Yeah.
Is there anything on it?
There's bottles on it.
With the Red Claw label?
Yeah. Yep. It looks like it. So this is Yorick. Ben said, "Be right back." Is that what he said?
I have no idea.
I think he said, "Be right back." Yorick turns, looking at all of you. This is one of their production rooms. There's 4 or 5 of them like this. Yeah, I mean they make this stuff real fast, but and he starts to turn to look, around this room and just kind of gesturing to these distilleries. They're real sensitive though, so we got to be careful not to get any heat sources near all these barrels. I know the lava is already enough, but the barrels could go up at any time, so you just got to be real careful with them.
So in other words, when we're done here, it'll be easy to
blow it up,
explode them.
He kind of grins. He says, "I've been dreaming of it for weeks to bring this place down."
Okay. Well, we'll save that for hopefully after we take care of a dragon. Hopefully.
Ugh. Where are we going?
Which way are we supposed to go?
I mean, they all lead back to his room anyway, so he turns to the his left, over his left shoulder. That way over there, it's a tight tunnel. I'm certain they would have traps built there. That way over there, another tunnel. They probably have traps there. Flip a coin, doesn't matter to me. It's they both will lead us where we need to go.
Which tunnel is the easiest to traverse?
They're both about the same. That way over there goes back to, they both go to actually another distillery. Another room just like this one.
Well, which is there one that's just faster to get to the big old the dragon guy?
About the same.
Neat. Let's go.
The real
just
question
pick one. Someone make a decision.
Flip a coin. This is your guys'
left.
This is your mission here.
We're going left.
Your left or mine, old man?
Yours. Don't make me flip another damn coin.
All right.
Go slow. Ah. Do I see anything in here that looks interesting to me besides barrels of booze?
Give me an investigation.
Control.
With your disadvantage, definitely not. You're not even sure these are barrels. These are probably kobolds.
Everything is
cloaks.
Yeah, everything is just all
see anything?
shifty.
There are empty barrels, and then there are so this room. Basically all the barrels you guys have seen so far have all been full, but there are empty barrels in here with the lids off that just haven't been filled yet, and bottles and a bottling system. So a bunch of bottles, both empty and full, and barrels that are empty and full. That's it.
Okay, I'm gonna swipe a few empty bottles.
Okay. They're like beer bottle size, but yeah, not alchemical. They could be used for that. They're just larger than you would need.
Yeah, but I'd be able to put potion in and be like 2 potions in one.
I'm just gonna start pushing over barrels.
Just can you please just
put it
wait? Yeah, but that stuff
probably cost him a nickel.
It's not a matter of the cost, it's a matter of the danger. I don't want that shit catching fire when we gotta run through this place real fast.
Oh, this is catching fire? Okay.
Yeah, that stuff's explosive. If one of those barrels get even looked at the wrong way.
I'm gonna grab bottles of this blow up stuff, whatever it is. I'm gonna grab a couple of these.
The kobolds that were throwing bottles at you earlier, the ones that were on the deck in front of the tavern, that's what they were throwing at you, was Molotov cocktails made out of the Red Claw. So
yeah, I'm gonna grab some of this. Fire explosion.
Fire explosion. All right, let's go. I'm hesitant here, but he starts walking down the tunnel here.
I remember we used to go on dates to Volcano. But the Volcano, it was a gay bar in Neverwinter, and it was pretty nice, actually. It was the decorations, they were subtle. Yeah. Are we just stopping? What, are we not going?
Ben said something. You grabbing what, G?
I was grabbing some of the beer bottles, too.
Okay.
The ones with the beer in them.
Okay.
Are these filled? So it's the beer that's flammable. It's not like some mixing stuff.
Beer, huh?
They're putting
it's
in
the ale.
beer?
The Red Claw ale is explosive and flammable. Yes.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So you're grabbing some as weapons. I'm grabbing empty ones for later.
Yeah, I'm just grabbing full ones to explode on things.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
Can't wait to drunkenly toss bottles.
Then when Yorick,
Look for traps.
go ahead and give me a perception check with your disadvantage.
Are
not so
Westra
good.
and Yorick looking for traps up ahead, or?
You guys didn't say anything. It's a little late now. you guys need to plan ahead for something like that. Not leave it to the drunk old man.
Westra probably wouldn't care. Just be following Yorick.
As you guys are making your way down this hallway here with these little alcoves on either side, there's just intense heat that is radiating from this. It's like a 40-foot long hallway here. And at the far end, you think you see machinery and barrels, potentially, the distillery that Yorick was referring to. And there are these long shadows that are made by kobolds that are moving, the shadows moving along the wall, just giant shadows of little itty-bitty kobolds. And it sounds like they're whispering, and then they're shushing each other when they're trying to hide. You're hearing from down at the far end through the, around the curve there that you guys can just barely see. But as soon as Yorick makes it to about here, there is a sound of a chain being let loose, like a chain unraveling, and a slamming, just cacophonous boom as right in front of you. And here, I'll just put a tile on here for you for now, for simplicity's sake. A wall, like an iron door, plummets down from the ceiling there, and one right behind you, right there, locking you in this tiny space here. In this 40-foot tunnel on either side, and as soon as those iron doors drop down in, immediately it starts to heat up because, of course, now the heat is trapped in this tiny little space here, and from really all of you from either side, you can see and feel the heat beginning to just explode and radiate around as fire begins to fill in from the cracks in the alcoves on either side, and small fire elementals fill in through the cracks and begin to reform in front in these little alcoves surrounding you. Everybody give me initiative.
Okay. What are the walls made out of?
Stone.
Okay.
The things that plummet, the doors that drop down are iron, and the walls are made of stone. It's literally an oven.
Right. Because I roll good here.
The walls are made of, or the doors are made of iron?
Yes, the doors that drop down, they're like portcullis. They're solid, but the way that a portcullis comes down from the ceiling, and are usually operated by chains, they were dropped down from the ceiling above, in front of you and behind you, and are just solid iron, it appears, at least as far as you can tell. And then the walls on either side of you are stone.
Neat.
And with the elementals pouring out of the walls there, at least the three that you guys can see, it is very rapidly accelerating in heat in this room. It's already at the start, just as soon as these guys have appeared, it's 150 degrees, putting it just outside of that range, of course, for that cloak. But you're still resistant to the fire and everything. It's just a matter of the heat being uncomfortable, starting to be uncomfortable for Westra. The rest of the group a little.
We gotta make our way forward.
Let me roll them. Pop that out. And Azra's turn first. So the room immediately fills with heat and light. You guys can all see just fine, of course, now that they are elementals are pouring out of the walls. What are you doing?
Alright, I'm gonna go forward a bit. And then... Okay, there's one right there in that alcove.
Yep.
Target that. And use one of the only things I have that will actually do anything to. And that's Frostbite, ironically.
Okay. You guys did know that you were coming to a very hot place, and you could have prepared, other spells, other types of spells. But
a bunch of ice spells.
You have a ton of water and ice spells, and you just didn't prep them, or didn't. I don't know which ones you prepared.
No, I have them. I'm unfortunately, since the second we've gotten here, I'm having to fucking throw shit all over the place, just using my slots.
Yeah.
Oh, I only have 2 ice spells: Ice Knife and my Frostbite.
Oh, keep that in mind too. You two, just specifically Ryloth and Azra, you guys can share your spells. You can copy them. As long as you have the ink to do everything, you can literally copy each other's spells. Anytime a wizard meets another wizard, as long as they're friendly, they can, basically double their, number of spells they could have.
Forgot.
Okay. I didn't know about that. I had no clue.
I totally did. I just forgot.
That spellbook that you got is just some other random. In fact, now that you know Yorick, you might know that that's Talvar's. But that spellbook that you have is just somebody else's spellbook. It's the same thing. Ryloth has one as well.
Okay.
So you can all copy everybody else's spellbooks if you are friendly with them, and they'll allow you to do it. Because if you mess it up, you could end up damaging the spell copy that they have. But that's all.
Okay.
And it's you'd have to roll a natural 1 for that. Otherwise, you just would keep trying to copy until you succeeded. Okay. He failed his save though. These, by the way, they're not the big ones. And of course, you rolled minimum damage, but at least it's something. Okay, they're not the same as the big ones. These are lessers. That if your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move back a bit, but yes.
Okay. Okay. As soon as you start to move back, the lesser abounding elemental here, you can see the adjectives on the end, is going to make a touch attack on you as you move. Natural 20. He rolled really awful, but it's still a natural 20 for 11 damage against Azra as you are pulling away. As it just licks out a beam of flame at you. And it is now at that one's turn, actually. It will then chase after you and immediately try to attack you again. It doesn't have multi-attacks, these are just one, thankfully. But 20 still hits, so another 8 damage to Azra. Then the second one here, going to jump out and try to attack Yorick. That'll hit Yorick's AC. Shit, I forgot to put Yorick in here again. Yeah, that still hits. All right. 5 damage to him. And it is Draw's turn.
Okay.
There's one directly to your right, yep.
Since I already have a target over here. My sneak attack is on, right?
You tell me. You can press the toggle over and over again. So
the toggle won't hurt or do anything weird.
Yeah, so you can just press it to see if it's on or off. Just try to remember to turn it off.
There we go.
Yeah, so there, now it's back on again. Just remember to turn it off when you're, after you do throw mastery and after you do sneak attack, and then it'll always be, something you turn back on when you need it. Their AC is 13. That hits.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so 13 damage, and that's your Dren knife, so it does do full damage. So 13 damage to him. They don't have a whole lot, so he's already bloodied. Go ahead.
Okay, sweet. See if I can repeat.
You only get sneak attack once per turn.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they hit anyway.
Well, 13 still hits. His AC is 13.
Okay.
Do I just 5 damage to him?
Okay.
Yeah, just remember to turn your sneak attack after you use it. Just turn it off. There you go. Yeah, because you only get it once per turn. So now, if you use it like as a reaction, you can use it on someone else's turn as well. But on your own turn, it's only once. All right. Yorick's turn. He is going to jump over to the side, trying to get around this one here, and try to attack it with his scimitar. Natural 20.
Okay.
And again. Well, natural 2, so this is not a 1, but that's it for his turn. It's Wester's turn.
Alrighty. I'm just going to attack the one that's right in front of me.
Okay.
Or not. Oh no, that hits.
17 still hits, yeah. Their modifier's just good, especially with a magic weapon.
Oh, that won't.
That will not. Yeah, the second one does not hit. First one does, so 10 damage to him.
Yeah, just...
Movement or anything? Nope.
No.
Okay. All right, Ryla's turn.
Ah! What the hell is happening? I'm gonna go ahead and look forward and seeing this steel wall next to this fire elemental at the end.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go ahead and whip up a little snowball storm in that spot between them to both hit the wall as well as hopefully this fire elemental.
Okay. The one to the north?
Patu! Yeah, the one right next to the wall, but I'm gonna do it in between it so it doesn't hit my man Yorick.
Okay.
Right. There.
All right. See if he makes the save. You got a 13, so he does not succeed on the save. 7 damage to him.
And to that wall, hopefully. And,
Go ahead.
No, you're good.
So the snow, the kind of pelting of hail and snow, the wall is so old iron breaks and chips pretty easily. You can already see where it's starting to become brittle from the frost damage to it. You'd have to hit it a lot, but it definitely does appear to have damage to the wall at least a little bit.
And then I am just going to use my movement to... the one behind me probably can't hit me. There's a wall between me and it, right?
Yeah, it can't get to you. Around that corner. With Drost in the way, it can't get to you.
I am just going to... yeah, I'm just going to move right a little tiny bit away from it.
Okay.
And
That it?
I'm going to move one space up to...
All right.
And that'll do it.
One is there in front of...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, yeah, the thing that I got is all action based, not bonus action, right? The staff? Or not staff,
The wand? Yeah, it's all actions.
All action based. All right,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Then
Yeah, if anyone needs some restoration, like if you get sick, I can help you out.
these guys are rolling awful. 5 damage to Drost of the elemental, just pelting it back after you try to stab at it, G. And it is going to move around you to the other side.
Okay.
Still within range, but it moved around to the other side, filling that hallway with heat there. Coming back around to the start of the turn, the hallway, it started at around 150 degrees. It is immediately just baking in here with the iron doors at both ends and it's kind of dense.
Get to the snowballs!
It is that actually probably did help a little bit. In fact, actually, it's supposed to be 50 degrees for each one of them that's still alive. I would say that it drops it by counteracts that one that is over there because of the snowball swarm. So instead of it would be 300 degrees, it's now 250 instead. Very rapidly heating this room up. That means the save DC is 10 for everybody. So everybody give me Constitution saves. And Westra has advantage on it because of the
missed.
rope.
Just
And
missed.
Nice.
Control for disadvantage or shift for advantage, but for you, hold down shift. Yeah. Okay, so no, not on Azra, which is good because she's already got one level. Oh, not for Drost. Hey, all right.
Yay!
So, Ryloth and Drost, the heat is just sapping your energy. You both have a level of exhaustion now from the heat, and that DC is going to. It was only 10 right now, but it's going to be elevating very rapidly if these guys don't die fast. So keep that in mind. It is Azra's turn.
Alright. I'm gonna frost on it again.
Okay.
Did that hit?
It's a save spell. You're doing another one directly in front of you, right?
Yes.
That is a 17, so he did successfully save, and it does not do anything on the save.
Okay.
Unfortunately, nothing happens. Any
Yeah.
bonus actions? It's good to know that you're, not completely out of the woods. Like, you still have crappy roll spots.
Wow. No, I'm just gonna stay there.
All right. Then it is this one's turn. Who is going to? Between the two of you, you look easier to burn. Oh, you know what? Rester in the middle. Oh, actually, she's got the red robe over. Yeah, he's going to try to burn Azra then. Sorry. So, touch on Azra. Nope.
Sentinel attack.
God damn it. All right, well, 8 doesn't hit anyway, so does it have to hit, or does Sentinel work even if it doesn't hit?
No. Just if he attacks someone other than me and I'm in melee range.
Yep. All right, go ahead. 24 will hit, so let's see. That is it. You bring Hugh down as it sends just a tongue of flame out towards Azra's direction. You bring Hugh down and slice through it. That one dissipates, and the heat begins to alleviate around this area. The one up here that was trying to attack Yorick is going to do the same. For a 12, which will not hit. So no good there. It is Draw's turn.
Alright, see if I can finish off this one behind me.
Uh, 17 will hit. 12 damage, that might be enough. Let's see. He is also toast.
Alright.
Straggly. Which one's straggly?
Speaking of toast, I think I am toast now.
Alright, so you still have movement, you still have your second attack and your bonus action.
Can I sneak past them if I go like this?
Well, so you can go
Or no?
diagonally, and then the space where the elemental was is empty. So you can go diagonal and then diagonal again. So it'd be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You can get to directly right beside Yorick. It would be 30.
Okay. And I will, hang out there because obviously I can't hit.
Oh, right here. No, right there. That's 30.
Oh, perfect. Alright, then let me see if I can whack this dude too.
Okay. Hang on. Well,
Oh.
you turned on sneak attack and then got a natural 20. So that's definitely not going to happen. You can have the natural 20, but not the extra sneak attack because you don't get it twice.
Yeah.
So but you still have natural 20 on a regular dagger hit, which does heal you as well, right?
Yeah.
For your turn knife. So you only rolled
An extra damage.
So 2 plus 4 is 6. Well, sorry, hang on. You rolled a 2 on the d6, so... but a d6 max for max crits is 6, plus the 2 you rolled is 8 damage, plus 4 is 12 total. That's more than enough. He doesn't have that many. He only has 3 hit points left. So he is dead as well. Minus 12. 52. And then how does the heal work on your grit knife? It is... deals an extra 10 piercing damage, which it did not apply to it, so we'll add that. And you're healed for half the total damage done. It did 12, 22 total, so you healed for 11 damage.
Alright.
So plus 11. There you go. The heat in the room is beginning to cool finally. It wasn't hot for long, but it heated up extremely fast, of course, as you would expect in this tiny little chamber here. But it is beginning to cool, but you still have iron doors blocking both sides. What are you guys doing?
So
Attack the fucking
gonna-
door!
yeah, I'm gonna go forward and tell Dross to move,
Is it still kind of icy from
Okay.
the
Yeah.
and then
And it still looks like it'd be brittle too, like it's chipping.
Yeah, attack when I hit it with snowballs.
I'm gonna
and-
use Shatter Spike.
Okay. Click on Shadow Spike.
Oh.
I can see it. Oh, you did. That counts. If it hits an object, the hit is automatically a crit. Shit. I forgot you had this. It can deal bludgeoning or slashing damage to the target, your choice. And damage from non-magical sources can't harm it. Okay. Alright, so an auto crit. We'll just say that in the matter, or in the span of 15 seconds, you've got chopped a hole through this, a big chunk wide enough for a person through this iron wall, especially with it already being brittle. You just keep hacking away at it with Shatter Spike over and over again until you've carved out, here's Johnny style, from Psycho, the Shining, hole in the door. The door's still in place. You've just kind of made a big enough spot that people can step through.
All right, and then start ushering people through. I'll go.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make a loud sound around the corner before any of us walk through it with my wand. I'm going to try this thing out. Okay. And just little like that. Like, oh no, a fart noise. Fart noise. It's gonna be hilarious. A fart noise around the corner with my wand. Just to see what happens.
There is a somewhat feminine sound, like a reed thin voice that kind of yelps a little bit, and then it sounds feminine, like a scaly feminine, let's say, and she says, "You've gone far enough. Who are you and what do you want?"
Judah?
You cut out at the end there. What was that?
Do you know the Muffin Man?
There's no response.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
Again, no response.
Bjork, do you want to talk to her?
I think it's another of his brood. It's Yarm, if I remember right. He shouts over, just kind of steps behind you. Did you get out of the way? You didn't step through the door. You just made the hole, right?
Oh, yeah, no, I would have stepped through.
Okay.
And off to the side a little.
Okay. Then he steps through as well, steps past you. Yarm, we don't want to hurt you. Just we've got to deal with Yolkri. He's got something that we need. He shouts Yarm, and then he's kind of looking around the room. What are you guys doing? There's no response.
Where did we hear the voice come from? Or do we know?
Give me a investigation. The name he's saying is Yarm, Y-A-R-M, like that. It's kind of echoing through this room. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Well, if he's going that way, I will look up.
Look up, you said?
Yeah, up this way.
Okay. Peering around I'd say that it's kind of amount within your passive, let's say, that if you looked up, you see up in the corner, kind of in the direction you're facing, up on top of this piping that is coming in, that is feeding something at least into this giant distillery barrel here. Up on top of that, looks like a draconic female up on top of there, looking down at you. She's kind of kneeled down on top of this thing, looking as she sees that you kind of you've spotted her there. She says, "What do you want? Why are you here?"
We apparently have to get something from the dragon. He's got something we need.
What does he have that you need?
Some notes.
Some notes. He doesn't care for notes. He cares for gold.
Well, somebody took it. It was in the tavern. We're assuming it's him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, man.
What are Droth and Ryloth doing?
Ryloth is muted.
God, that -2.
Yorak! You could be more specific, Yorak. Tell him what we're looking for. I'm staying around the corner.
Then he steps up to the barrel, or over by the barrel here. Then Yarm, we need to deal with him. He's just going to keep making this, and it's just going to keep poisoning all the towns in the area, and they're going to send more and more people until they eventually kill all of you. She kind of she says, I'm gonna step down. Just promise me you're not going to attack me, okay?
If you don't attack us, we won't attack you. You're not who we have a problem with.
She slips, down off the side of the barrel, and steps down. He's right. Our father he's gone mad, and he's just going to keep getting worse and worse. If he keeps putting this stuff out here, I know they'll come for us. So, what do you intend to do?
Whatever we need to get this to stop and get what we need from him.
Have you ever thought of turning this place into like a natural hot spring? People might come and pay a lot of money from different places if you just didn't murder them. They'll pay gold to just sit in the hot springs. You bring them towels and maybe a lemonade.
Have a small hotel.
You could convert that into it. I think it would be okay.
They wouldn't pay as much gold as this operation instead brings in, and that's all my father cares about.
Yeah,
I don't see him. He's not going to. I don't know that he has any kind of pages. I'm not sure what kind of pages you're even talking about that he would have. That's not.
Yorick, that's all you.
Yorick shrugs.
What kind of pages are we looking at for?
It was just the scribbled notes. I just copied down what was on the journal. She doesn't seem to know about what journal you might be referring to.
Can I roll insight to see if she's being honest about not knowing?
Sure.
Nope. Doesn't help. Nah.
I rolled it in the open on accident, but it doesn't matter. You can't tell. The face is just too different, especially since it's reptilian, scaling. It's a little hard to identify the nature of facial things like that.
So if you think your father's, kind of losing it, what do you want to do? Do you have an idea?
I don't leave, to be honest, but I can't. He'll kill me. Our fathers, and she's referring in the species sense, our fathers aren't like the kind of fathers you all have. Your species, things are very different for you.
What about the other kobolds? Do they feel the same way you do?
The scalekin? No, they're not the same thing.
Have you guys ever thought about putting together a union and kind of going on strike against your father? You guys can all just gang up on him and
union.
You get together. You have a set of you just out him, and then you don't have to do this anymore. You go on strike. You guys all just leave. How about all of you just leave?
He'd eat every last one of us if we went on strike.
You just leave. Walk out.
He'd find us. We still share his blood. What do you intend to do? I won't stop you from going in there, but he's just going to eat all of you.
Could you tell us a way we could get in there and out of there without him seeing us?
She points to the right. Right through there. That's it. He's right through there.
Does he know we're here?
Oh, he knows. Those
and
bells
is that the only way in?
Well, no, there's other ways in, but it's not going to matter. He's just going to eat all of you.
You want to go talk to him and tell him we'll leave and leave him alone and leave this whole place alone? Just for some papers?
He's not somebody. He's not somebody you can reason with.
So in other words, our only option is to kill him.
She kind of shrugs.
And I'm
do you want us? Okay. Do you want us to kill him? Would that be good for you?
Go ahead and give me another insight check. I would say that the flat roll's fine, but There is a slight, like she looks like without turning her head, she looks like her eyes go to the right, like she's looking towards that doorway or that tunnel rather that goes out to the right, or to her right rather, to your guys' northwest there on the left. She kind of eyes go that direction, and then she just looks back at you and does the same thing. You gather it to mean that she probably would be happy if he were dead.
All right,
I'm guessing.
tell you what.
If we go, that you wouldn't help us kill him then.
I don't. There's what, 5 of you? What
Yeah.
chance do you have?
Not great, but listen. Do you recognize this cloak that she's wearing? Do you recognize that?
Yeah, those are the scales that each head.
Do you have more of those?
One more.
Can we please have it? It'll help us a lot.
It's not going to do you any good. He will eat all of you.
I understand. I understand that he'll eat us, but this will just. If we're gonna try to help you, you give us that, and then we'll at least have a better chance. We've still got some tricks in our pocket.
Look, this is too dangerous to even be having this discussion here. Just come, let's go. And she
Can we
starts
have the cloak, please?
she starts walking past all of you. He doesn't respond.
As soon as she's like,
Oh, so it's sorry. As soon as she gets right here, she presses there's a lever on the wall, and she grabs a lever and yanks it down, and you guys hear chains moving again. And the door that Ryloth is standing in that is hacked to pieces tries to lift up, can't clear the ceiling because it's been hacked to pieces and bits of it are sticking out. So it's like stuck halfway, but it's up, enough to allow you guys to kind of duck and go under it. But the door that is to the south has cleared. It's lifted up and it's out of the way. So she goes.
wait, listen.
I don't want him to hear us.
You can go. We're following you.
Yes, I don't want him to hear us. Let's go.
Jesus, this is worse. Literally from the fucking oven right back into the fryer.
I'm gonna hang back and walk with Yorick and just be like, so do you trust as we're walking?
She's the only reasonable one among all of them. She's the only one that isn't mad with greed and bloodlust.
Hey,
Alright, well, it's good enough for me.
there's like not some secret passage that goes above the dragon that we could drop some of this stuff on him, is there? That would be too convenient. Not yet.
There's a couple, in fact.
Not yet.
But you kind of need to be able to swim through magma. Can you do that?
I can walk on it.
Yeah, afraid that won't do.
What? Why wouldn't that do?
Walking on is very different than swimming through.
Is the whole tunnel filled with magma?
There are pipes full of magma, yes.
And there's no way to get to him that isn't full of magma?
No, of course. There's other ways into that room, that same chamber that you could have just walked through the doorway as we came out. I just didn't want him to hear it. That room echoes. If you guys can come up with a reasonable plan that seems like it might work, then I might be willing.
I'm gonna go back up to the other hallway after she said the echoes thing, and I was gonna be like, butthole!
Well, it was already the fart sound
Just
echoing
yell
through
it.
there.
Just yell that.
For sure, if you guys decide to go try to attack him, he's going straight for Ryloth first. He is going to try to chew that old man in half, like round one. just for the annoyance. Anyway, I'm just kidding. But she says, if you can come up with some thing that it may actually work, then I might be willing to at least help. But I'm not going to risk my life on some stupid plan that's not going to work.
All right, well, listen. Is there some way that we can get this explosive type alcohol to either cover him or land on him or something? Is there some way to do that from the advantages?
As you're describing this, she's already chuckling. Fire won't hurt him.
Yeah, I'm assuming living in a volcano.
Won't happen.
Okay.
Swimming through magma thing, that's how he gets in and out. You think lighting him on fire is going to do anything when he swims through magma?
I'm gonna go ahead and put all those bottles of flammable stuff back down.
She chuckles, seeing you like set the bottles back down on the barrels as if they were going to do anything in the first place.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna
you
look
know
at...
him.
So, Ryloth, do you have anything kind of like the snowball thing you did, only on like a massive scale?
Remember that spell I used to freeze the magma so we could walk on it for a minute? I have that. And, let me see here real quick. I gotta double check on Arcane Recovery and see if it gives me a up to a certain level spell.
Fourth level, I think.
Up to third. Yeah, command level third. And I can cast it one time.
You can teach it to me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
You need a long rest. You can do that. Well, for her to copy it down, she needs a long rest. It's it's half an hour for every level of the spell, I think is what it is. Something like that, of time to copy it. I'll have to check the rules for it. But anyways.
So I used my Arcane Recovery to get one more back, and
well, you can't do it right now. You have to do the Arcane
Recovery
on a short rest.
I would have done it. I'm sorry. The way I forgot how Arcane Recovery worked. The reason when we took the short rest is I was checking to see if Arcane Recovery came back. But I didn't realize I had to use it on a short rest. Otherwise, I would have used it on my short rest. I just was looking at the wrong thing.
It's when you finish a short rest, you can recover it then, and then you get it back on a long rest. So it's basically once per day, but you use it at the end of a short rest.
Yes, and that's why I was gonna use it on my short rest, but I didn't realize it. I thought it was a thing that I could use. I thought it was just a short rest to get it back. I didn't realize.
No, it's a long rest to get it back, but you use it at the end of a short rest, so you can get one third level spell back if you want it.
So this is my first time using it, so
no problem.
So I can cast that once, and it's pretty powerful.
If you teach it to me, I could cast it too.
Yeah, I mean it's not going to take down a dragon.
You all are not going to take down a dragon as it is. Look at you. You look like you're walking zombies at the moment anyways. You're pretty beat up, and at least in a couple cases I see some serious burns there. I mean, at least three. At least you spot here. Breathing hard. You're all going to need to, take a time to rest first anyway.
I mean, can we do that in here? We got to get fucking... I don't even know how we're going to get back. There's not even a bridge on the way back right now.
The bridge is still there. Oh, you mean over the Bellows Falls? Yeah, that's she says, I mean, I can rest in here just fine. This is plenty comfortable to me, but for you all, that's really not my problem.
I mean, if we try to sleep up in that little area, we gotta get eaten by all your other little buddies. The little place that we went across. The one that's was filled with bugs.
I'll give you all one last chance. You give me any reason to believe you can pull this off, and maybe we can discuss a plan here, but otherwise I've got work to get back to.
Wait, Azra, that dome that you cast that you guys slept in, does that control the temperature inside the dome?
I think so. It doesn't specify.
Yep, it does.
So then we can rest here inside that dome.
We can rest anywhere.
Yes.
Here, I'll put it on there for you.
So then you guys nobody would get exhaustion. You guys would be able to do your spells.
You'd actually recover your exhaustion too.
We'd recover everything.
Yeah, we'd recover from everything. And then we'd be fresh. I'd be able to copy down spells from Ryloth. He'd be able to copy down spells from me, and we'd be able to switch out spells.
Yeah, we're actually more powerful than you think. We just we ran into some bad luck.
She chuckles. No matter how powerful you think, the five of you, my father is going to eat all of you.
I don't know. Well, maybe we just get in there, and we get the book, and we get out, and I mean, if you want them dead, maybe we can just blow this whole place up.
I'm just gonna shake my head.
Fire
won't hurt the dragon.
But you know what will? A whole shitload of a mountain falling on his fucking head. So I've heard.
If there's some page you need, I don't know if dropping a mountain on his head is going to help you find it.
No, we get it. We get out, and then we just crumble this mountain by exploding half of it.
Well, if he's got what you're looking after, then it's going to be in his accountant's office anyway, where I
He's
work.
an accountant.
Well, me.
All right, guys, to the dragon's accountant's office.
She immediately steps forward and backhands Ryloth hard across.
I go to ninja catch it, like with my 2 fingers.
Oh, well, she only got a 3 on the attack roll, so didn't roll real well.
Here, dexterity check to see if I can catch it in my 2 fingers.
All right.
Faster than I look.
Yeah, he would have disadvantage actually.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
She kind of chuckled a little bit. She says, "If I was really trying," and she kind of you see her lips pull back over her teeth, very sharp fangs. Worth it anyway. But an accountant or not, I could still take all of you.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Just the pages! Just give us the pages and we'll leave. I'm so tired.
There. Okay. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I have a DM question. So, that dragon from the last campaign that me and Joss just left, where I got Hugh, it wouldn't happen.
That was a lesser dragon.
Yeah, that was a young green dragon.
Okay.
And what's funny about that is that we were playing the same campaign. That's the one that Justin is running in the other one. And we actually did kill it, and you and Ben just left it, which is what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to try to kill it. It's too strong. But
they got pretty lucky. They got lucky when he rolled a 1. And
you have 3 attacks per round. You only let him have
remember.
1.
So literally what happened was he used you got super lucky on the cult members.
Yeah,
they all because they were going to turn against
smart,
you.
Though. That was me being smart. That was. It wasn't just that. I specifically got them to come out to do that. So.
Yep. And then they rolled a 1 on persuasion against the dragon, and then he used his special attack to literally melt them all in 1 hit, and then he never got it back.
Yeah, he didn't recharge. Never came back.
Never recharged his special attack. Yep. I was expecting someone to die from that battle, but no one did. Anyways,
that was a young green dragon, and this is an adult red dragon.
Okay, I couldn't remember what color it was.
Yeah, that was green.
All right.
But we're at time. Justin's gotta
go. I got a prior engagement.
This is probably, just so you guys know, this is probably Justin's last game because he's going to drown tonight. So
possibly, there's a chance we're going midnight kayaking.
Okay, but why would you go kayaking at midnight? Why?
Because it's 100 degrees here.
Okay, but are you hoping to have enough moonlight,
And I got tomorrow off, and I feel like drinking. I feel like drinking on the water, and you can socially distance. You can kayak distance apart. There's like 6 of us. We'll be fine.
But
and 6 of you on a kayak.
We don't have alligators or crocodiles here, so we're golden. Not even a single jellyfish.
But lighting.